Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Friday, December 1st, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Pac-12 Championship. My number 5 Oregon Ducks, go Ducks, versus the number 3 Washington Huskies. The winner not only wins the Pac-12, but gets an invite to the college football playoff. Everything is on the line. We ended up losing one game this year to the Washington Huskies. 11-0 Washington Huskies, 10-1 Oregon Ducks. And I'm definitely excited to see where this ends up going. And we'll see. We will see. I'm very excited about the opportunity to get that extra dub and to see where we can go. 12-0, excuse me, Washington Huskies. 11-1 Oregon Ducks. I forgot about that last game, obviously with the Apple Cup and the Civil War. So 12-0 versus 11-1. We lost to the Huskies by 3. So this is definitely a game that, we want payback. But not only that, we want to be able to go to the college football playoff. Georgia beats Bama, they'll be 1. Michigan beats Iowa, they'll be 2. Oregon beats Washington, will be 3. And then at number 4, it really comes down to if Florida State beats Louisville, right? Then more than likely they'll be 13-0. I'm not sure if you can be 13-0 and not be at least the 4th team in the college football playoff. If not them, then it might be someone like Ohio State or a Texas. But again, it's going to be something that the committee has to go over. But I'm definitely excited about the opportunity for this Pac-12 championship. So we're going to do this game today. Tomorrow we'll do the SEC championship with Bama and Georgia. And if Bama wins, then it kind of throws kind of a fork or corkscrew into everything. Because at that point, what do? Does Alabama get in at number 4 for beating Georgia? And then Michigan is 1, Oregon is 2, Georgia's 3, Alabama 4. There's a number of scenarios, but ultimately there's going to be 2 or 3 teams sitting at 5, 6, and 7 that are going to feel that they got screwed. So it happens every single year. But as long as Oregon wins today, we can get into the college football playoff, and that is what it is about. Let's go. Matt's in the building. He's already got all the keys to the game. All right, baby. Keys to the game. Let me know. Let's go. And Matt's all the way up in Hawaii, being a Super Duck fan, just like your boy. Oregon offense, unleash Bucky early. Bucky Irving, our best running back, our RB1, a future NFL running back in the big leagues. All right, let's see. O-line, create open holes for Bucky and Jordan, protect the QB. We already know Bo Nix only has 2 interceptions all year, so it's going to be very, very exciting to see how it goes. Hey, play smart and fast. Start hot, hot, hot. We got to. I like this breakdown that you're doing. I can tell, that you really care, and that's why I'm going to make sure I put up every single one of these because you're like me. All right, be patient in the passing game. Take what the defense gives you in coverage. Do not force throws. That's going to be very, very key. Gary Bryant, Trayshawn Holden, Terrence Ferguson, Fergie, and Patrick Herbert, Justin Herbert's brother. They got to be reliable on 3rd down. I totally agree. And on defense, stop Dylan Johnson early in the run game. Hey, we got to stop those pit bulls from going crazy on the O-line. I get you. Michael Penix Jr., hey, we got to make sure we get pressure on him. I absolutely agree. Let's freaking go. And, Michael Penix Jr. hasn't played as good as he did early on in the season. Bo has been hotter, but we know Michael Penix Jr. is the real deal. Holyfield, he's going to be in the Heisman running with Bo Nix. So it's going to be very exciting. The main advantages that Oregon has is we have arguably the number 2 offensive line in the country with the best center with Jackson Powers. The only other team that's on our level on offensive line, in my opinion, is Georgia. There's only 2 teams that have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. One is Georgia. They've won the last 2 natties. The other is a surprise team, Oregon Ducks. So obviously, if we can make sure we win the battle of up front, at the line of scrimmage on the O-line and the D-line, we got a better O-line, we got a better defense, but we still have to make sure we come to play. Lenny in the building, what's good? How are you? No worries, brother. Hey, let her know happy birthday. Appreciate you, brother. All right, let me go here. I got a couple different options, and I want to make sure, because obviously there's a lot of links and whatnot, but I want to try to watch this as live as possible. You know, when you have an NFL game, sometimes you'll go through a link. Now I'll be watching it through ESPN, .com. So even though it's going to be through the cable provider through Comcast, if you do it that way, sometimes there'll be like a 10-second delay. Not as bad as maybe doing a link where you might have like a 30-second delay and whatnot. But let me get this situated here. All right, one sec here. I got to minimize this other one because I'm watching it on another stream at the moment. All right, hold on one sec. All right, let me close this down. We want to make sure we get everything going here, and hopefully it'll load properly. Them damn internets. All right, here we go. What do I want to select? Espanol? No Espanol. I just need the regular broadcast. Shout out to all the homies that speak the Espanol and what to do. And Twitter X, obviously, will be broadcasting live there as well. And for whatever reason, I got to refresh this. It's taking a moment. I imagine a lot of people are trying to plug into this. All right, there we go. All right, I think we're good now. Turn the volume up all the way. All right, baby, we're locked and loaded. We are good to go. Awesome, Lenny. Happy birthday, Lenny D's daughter. Hope you guys have a fantastic dinner. And I know a lot of people are going to be thinking about me, obviously, in this matchup. We got a lot of Husky fans on the channel as well. Majority of them, or more of them, I think, are going to be Ducks, but there's going to be people that are going to be tuning in, either hoping for Oregon to lose or Oregon to win, or hoping that Washington wins if you're a Husky fan, or hoping that Washington loses if you're a Duck fan, or depending on, what fan base you're from. If you're an Ohio State fan, if you're a Texas fan, if you're a Florida State fan, I would assume you're probably rooting for Washington and not Oregon. But either way, based off, number 5 versus number 3, one of the Pac-12 teams is getting in. So I'm sorry about the Big Ten and the SEC and all the tears that they want to cry. I'm sorry you're not going to have 2 Big Ten teams and 2 SEC teams like normal, right? But it's kind of nice to be able to have a Pac-12 school in our very last year of the Pac-12's existence. And I want to make sure we go as far as we can go. And I had a path kind of lined up. So we've only lost one game. All right. We're 12-0 Huskies, 11-1 Ducks. So if we can find a way to win this game and be the Pac-12 champs, then more than likely we will go to number 3, right? Michigan wins against Iowa, there'll be 2. Georgia beats Alabama, there'll be 1. And then it'll either be Florida State or probably, I would assume, Texas. One of those 2 schools will be the number 4 team, right? So if that ends up being that way, let's say it ends up being Florida State, then they play Georgia in the college football playoff. They get their ass kicked. They lose by 50, right? And then Georgia goes to the natty. Michigan plays Oregon, and that might be the real natty, right? That's like the NFC championship game. You don't really know who's going to win between Michigan and Oregon. Oregon will be a heavy underdog, but I think that we can do it. So win this game against the Huskies, play Michigan, beat them in a miracle, and in a smash mouth kind of game where we might have to win by like a point or 2 or 3 if we were even able to win. And then if somehow, some way, we beat the Huskies and we beat, obviously, Michigan, the Wolverines, then we would play Georgia in the natty. So I feel Georgia's going to be in the natty no matter what. I don't see them losing to Alabama at all, right? Alabama might give them a little bit of a battle and a test maybe in the first couple quarters. But I feel that there's only really 3 teams right now, 3 teams that can win it all right? And this is, if Oregon wins today. So my number 1 would be Georgia. They would be going on a 3-peat. The history tells us it's very, very difficult to 3-peat. Just ask Swamp Kings and ask Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow. It's very, very hard, no matter how good your program is. They almost won 3 championships in 4 years, but it's hard to 3-peat or win 3 in 4 years, okay? They've already won the last 2 years, and I don't think they're as good as they were in those previous 2 years. I think that's a fair statement. I feel Michigan and Oregon are the only other 2 teams that could win it all. And I honestly feel that Michigan or Oregon, if we win tonight, can actually beat Georgia. This is like the first time that if we get a Big Ten or Pac-12 team, that we actually can compete with a Georgia, or Alabama type of team. Because normally in the last 5 to 10 years, right, it's been Alabama, LSU with Burrow, Jay Jetta, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that special year they had, right? And then now Georgia. So Georgia has kind of taken the crown from Alabama as being king of the South, not king of the North, like in Game of Thrones and Jon Snow that I'm watching, right? So we're hoping on our end, that we can be the kings of the North in the Pacific Northwest, and we can find a way, win this game, play Michigan, battle it out, would let the best man win, and then maybe Michigan or Oregon can be a natty. And can you imagine how big that would be for Dan Lanning and our recruiting trail, as well as Michigan, and obviously with Jim Harbaugh? So it's exciting to feel that there actually is a chance for a Big Ten team, Michigan, a Pac-12 team, Oregon, if we win today, that we can actually get it done. So I'm excited to see where it goes. And the difference is for the haters, of Pac-12 teams of like Oregon and Washington. They haven't watched Oregon play this year. Bo Nix only has 2 picks all year. His yards are great. If they want to give Jaden Daniels the Heisman, that's completely fine because we don't want the Heisman curse with Bo Nix. But it's possible. Bo Nix can win the Heisman. We can win the Pac-12 championship, and maybe we can get Oregon Ducks' very first championship, right, to bring back to Autzen and to celebrate with everyone here in the state of Oregon. And can you imagine what it would do? We're already very good on the recruiting trail. I think we have like the 6th best recruiting and a lot of defense, 5-star kind of guys are going to be coming in. And I always dreamed as a little kid to win the Natty. I've been watching since the 80s, right? And I know I look young, but I mean, I've been watching for a long, long time, since about 3-4 years old. And we never thought it was possible. Our Natty in the Pacific Northwest, right, wasn't the Natty because we weren't good enough. It was the Rose Bowl. And now we don't have that anymore, with the prestige in the Pac-12. So if we could get to the Rose Bowl and win it, that was a big, big moment. We went in 94 with Kenny Wheaton when we picked off Washington. We ended up losing, right, to Penn State, but we got there. And then obviously in 2001 with Joey Harrington, that was kind of the start of Oregon Duck football getting on the map, in the early 2000s. And then from now, till then, if you go back, Chip Kelly, right? What did we do? Rose Bowl, Natty, Rose Bowl, Fiesta. That probably will never be, duplicated ever again. And I feel that Natty versus Cam Newton, that was the one that we should have won. The one with Marcus Mariota when he won the Heisman and we played Ohio State. I knew in my heart that we had no chance. I knew we were going to lose that game. The Auburn game against Cam Newton was ours. And, when you have Michael Dyer flip over a back, not have his knee go down, and they got those extra 15 to 20 yards, kicked the field goal, and we lost, that ripped my heart out. And I'm wearing the jersey from that particular, game. I got the LaMichael James on right now. And I want to feel the true emotion of what it's like to be able to have 2 things happen to me before I die. Number one, I want to feel that true raw feeling that these SEC teams feel when you get a Natty, and to be able to feel what that's like. I want that for my Oregon Ducks. And then second, I think for my Seattle Mariners, I've been a fan since I met Griffey, when I was in first grade, when I was 7 in his rookie year in '89. I want to feel what it's like, regardless if we get Shohei Ohtani or not, or Blake Snell, or Juan Soto, or JD Martinez, or if we don't spend any fucking money like we normally don't do. Dipoto is garbage, right? I want to be able to feel what it's like to be able to have a chip, not only from Oregon, but also the Seattle Mariners. Like, the Blazers won it, a long time ago. They're nowhere near being able to be in championship form. But I feel with the Ducks and the Mariners, it could happen, before I die. So I'm very, very excited about this game today. And I'm locked. I'm loaded. I am ready to go. Let's go, baby. I got to get the gloves situated. Let's go, baby. You know what it is. This is definitely an exciting game, and I feel different than the original game against the Huskies, where I predicted that we would lose by 3, and we did. I'm not going to be right on every single prediction, but it just really felt like being on the road, that might be a little bit too much for us. But did I really think that we were going to go 11-1? I did not know that we were going to have one of the top 2 offensive lines in the country. I did not know we were going to have the number 1 center in the country in Jackson Powers. And I did not know that this defense not only was going to be one of the best in the Pac-12, let only that, right? If we're the best in the Pac-12, not only that, but we are actually one of the top 10 defenses overall. And there's only 2 teams that have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. One is the Georgia Bulldogs. The other is the Oregon Ducks. So for anyone doubting the Ducks, thinking that we can't do it, we've never had a good offensive line like this. We have never had a top 10 defense matched up with a top 10 offense ever. Okay, we've been close, but never like this. And like I said, if we can end up getting the Natty, can you imagine what it's going to be able to do for recruiting moving forward? It's going to be very, very big. Let's go. Yeah, Texas can benefit from Washington winning. Yes, absolutely. But the thing is, you got to understand, if Florida State beats Louisville, right, then what is it going to be, right? Georgia beats Alabama. Georgia's one. Michigan's going to beat Iowa by like 50. They're number 2, right? Number 3, Washington beats Oregon. They're number 3. Then at number 4, I don't know if they're going to put Texas. The Big 12 doesn't matter. They're going to probably keep Florida State in there, and the only way that Florida State doesn't make it is Louisville. If they beat them, then Texas gets in. Unless, because I would assume they're not going to have 2 Pac-12 teams. Oregon, if they lose, Washington, if they lose, they're not going to both be able to get in. One of them is going to end up going down to be ranked, probably 5th, 6th, 7th, somewhere in there after this loss. So, I don't think that they would do Texas over Florida State. But again, if Florida State gets in as an undefeated team, right, no one's going to want to watch that against Georgia. It's going to be so lopsided. I would rather see Texas in at the number 4 team, or like an Ohio State or over a Florida State. Hell, I would rather see Oregon at 3, Washington at 4. Washington going against Georgia would be a better battle than Florida State. So we'll see how the refs call that game, and if it ends up being fair, or if there's some questionable calls and Louisville gets the win barely. And remember, Florida State doesn't have their quarterback anymore either. So I assume that Louisville will have a good chance to win that game. The refs will be favoring them in that game, I would assume. And then we'll see what happens, And then obviously if Alabama beats Georgia, then everything is going to be topsy-turvy. So let's go. I'm so ready for this right now. I've been watching since 1985. Smash the like button, baby. Let's go. And here we go, baby. Let's go. Ducks kick off. Back in the end zone. There's a different energy, and this is going to be one of the best, it's going to feel like a bowl game. This Pac-12 championship is going to be very good. The only other championship game that's going to be like this is going to be Georgia and Bama. All the others are going to be trash, in my opinion. I don't think any of the other ones are going to be fun to watch or competitive. I mean, maybe that Florida State Louisville, but I don't think anyone gives a shit about that game except Florida State fans. But other college football fans don't give a shit. They care about this game. They care about Georgia and Bama, and then Michigan's going to beat Iowa. I would rather see Michigan and Ohio State play in a rematch in the Big Ten championship than Iowa. Oh, what happened to my hands? Let's go. Let's go, baby. And let's plug it in. Oh, baby. Let's go. Penix, hands off, hit him. Wow, great yardage there by the Huskies. Yeah, and then Texas has to, we can't overlook, any opponent except for maybe Iowa. That's the only one where you're like, they can't score points themselves. I mean, they're scoring. I mean, Sarah, my lead mod, she's been an Iowa fan since she's been a little kid, and she knows, I mean, the defense is great, but they can't score points. So, and especially if you're going to be going against like a Michigan or Ohio State, that's tough. Nice tackle. Reflect in the building. What's good? Let's go, baby. Got to stop Dylan Johnson. Reflect. What's good, brother? Let the best man win. Let the best team win, man. Shotgun set. Michael Penix Jr. Got plenty of time back there. Get him! Wow, and they still get the completion. Nice. David in the building. What's good? It took me so long to get the thumbnail right. It took me 2 hours. I made a thumbnail, and then I didn't like the Bo Nix image. So I was like, I got to get something that, based off like kind of the scheme that they're wearing. And then I ended up getting this one done, and I got the logo with the Pac-12 championship. And this one turned out really, really well. Let me tell you, thumbnails, you have to be almost kind of like a little bit of a Picasso or an artist yourself. And I'm such a perfectionist, but I'm really happy I took that extra time. I think it looks much better. Michael Penix Jr. with a little bit of a flip. Hit him. Let's go. Third down. Come on, baby. Third down. 3rd and 2. Shotgun set. 3rd down and 2. Screen pass. Good blockers. Oh, baby. First down, Huskies. Move the chains. Oh, my God. I mean, that game yesterday was crazy. I think they were saying that there was 0 punts in that game with the Seahawks and the Cowboys. Lots of penalties, that's for damn sure. But one of the best games in the regular season and the best Thursday night game of the year. 1st down and 10. Trips left. Man in motion. Michael Penix Jr. Screen pass. Rome Odunze. He's a stud. Yes. I was hearing some speculation on the reason why the line was 9.5. Number one, more money coming in for the Ducks to be able to win the game. Number two, some insider was saying that they think Michael Penix Jr. is injured more serious than they're leading on. And that's why the numbers have dipped a little bit. Now, what is that injury? Is it his shoulder? Is it his leg? Is it his arm? You know, like when you're watching him on the field, there's nothing really out there that you can see that is really bothering him. And obviously, if you play college football or the NFL, you're going to have lingering injuries all year. And we know Michael Penix Jr. is one of the toughest sons of bitches that's out in college football. He's like my favorite player to watch. I'm a Duck fan, but I love me some Michael Penix Jr., a smooth lefty that is calm, cool, collected, and that can make all the NFL throws. The only thing that's going to hold him back is injuries to himself. So I'm kind of wondering if that was part of it too. But that's what people have been saying, that they think there's an undisclosed injury, and then there was more money on Oregon early on to kind of make it that way. But I mean, when it was 3 for Washington and then 9.5 now for Oregon, almost picked off. What happened to my hands? But it makes you kind of wonder. I know it was 3 for Washington because we were in Seattle and they got that right. Washington to win by 3. I predicted they would win by 3. They did. And now we're on neutral ground. Now, if the game is in Washington, maybe, the line is a little bit different. It's not 9.5 Oregon. And if it's in Oregon, what's the line? Is it more? In Autzen, is it more than 9.5? And we're on neutral turf, in Allegiant. This is where the Las Vegas Raiders play. So it kind of makes you wonder. Rumors, or is it all false narrative? I'm kind of leaning more towards false narrative, honestly, because I think timeout by the Huskies. Because from every game that I've seen, I haven't seen him wincing. I feel that, he hasn't played as good. The defense has had injuries and they haven't had Jalen McMillan. So you can't expect to have the same kind of stats as Bo. You know what I mean? And there has been some tougher, tighter games for the Huskies, but I have the utmost respect for them. Big facts. Let's go. Daniel in the building. What's good? That's what I was kind of thinking too. That's what I was thinking too. I know the money was more for Oregon, but 9.5 is a lot in a spread, especially for a team that's undefeated, right? But again, I think Husky fans know, Ducks fans know, right? We got the best offensive line in the Pac-12, one of the best in the country. Most people say top 2. We got the best center in college football in Jackson Powers, and we have a top 10 defense. We've never had the best center. At least, Max Unger was pretty good. We've had centers, but I'm not sure like this. So, and on top of having one of the best offensive lines in the country, on top of one of the best defenses, top 10. I always dreamed that our defense would be better than our offense. And I thought to myself, if we could ever have a top 10 defense, like what would Oregon be? At that point, could Oregon have a top 10 offense and defense? Could we get to a natty? Could we actually be like considered an underdog, but maybe win? and it's starting to kind of feel like it's coming to fruition. And if this is the first year of many of being a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense, I mean, I'm here for it. And, I'm not expecting anything, but it is nice to feel that the Pac 12 has a chance. The Big Ten has a chance. Michigan, Oregon, Washington, we have a chance. We write our own destinies, and that feels very, very good. Big facts. That is also too, right? Right. So you guys have squeaked by in some of the games, but again, rain, in Corvallis, Oregon didn't have the rain, right? You played a team that was motivated in that game and the weather was bad. Oregon State, obviously with Jonathan Smith, told his players he was leaving before the Duck game, supposedly. So they were all like, fuck this. And then I read a report that Damian Martinez, he wants to leave, but I think he's going to come back, but he felt betrayed. But of course, coaches and players change their mind all the time and are going to feel betrayed. But, when Oregon played them, it's like, I think they already were like, well, our coach is leaving, fuck this. And, they knew Oregon was probably going to win regardless, but still, when you end up getting a bombshell dropped on you that your coach is leaving, what's the motivation? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, to win the game, but sometimes you have news that's so impactful. Not only, there is no more Pac 12, there's a Pac 2. There's like, what's the schedule going to be? Everyone's transferring and leaving, everyone's going to the portal. It would be hard as a college kid, let alone an adult or a head coach, to focus properly, knowing with all that going on in the background. So let's go, baby. Well, Oregon is already going to be in at 3, so that's not a question. So, Ryan, what's going to happen is if Georgia beats Bama, they're 1. Michigan is going to beat Iowa because they're not on the same level. It should be Michigan and Ohio State again. Michigan is 2. Oregon wins this game, they're 3. Washington wins this game, they're 3. And then 4, if Florida State wins, they would be undefeated. How can you not have a team that's undefeated, not at least number 4? So they have to hope that Louisville wins. The refs kind of maybe favor them, and then it'll probably end up being Texas. The only way Bama gets into the tourney, right, over a Florida State is if Louisville wins, maybe Texas wins or loses, and then let's say Alabama beats Georgia, and then maybe we get Georgia, Alabama, Michigan, Oregon if we win today. That's kind of how I'm feeling. First down and 10. Hand off up the middle. Hit him. And another thing, too, with Oregon, this is the first time that we've been physical. Like, we are a physical team. We're very good up front on the O-line and the D-line and the defense and the coaching and the play calling, even though the play calling was a little suspect. But now realizing that Camden Lewis it's kind of like Jason Myers. I can't trust him. So if we have to go for it on 4th down for the rest of the season, I'm okay with it. I wasn't okay with it early on because I thought that maybe Camden Lewis could do it. But obviously, if we feel that, maybe if it's like inside 30 yards, yes, but past 30 yards, it's kind of 50-50. I understand, but, if we would have went for field goals twice, we could have went undefeated, but we have a chance for revenge or payback in this game. So everything happens for a reason. And honestly, I'm super proud of the Huskies to go undefeated in the Pac-12 in their last year. And I love me some Michael Penix Jr. So, I mean, regardless if you go undefeated or lose one game and you have an opportunity to play that team that beat you, that's all you can ever ask for. So, yes. 3 times in a row is tough. It's like in my Super Bowl year, the Saints beat me down, right, with Tom Brady. And I kept telling the Saints fans, you guys are great. You guys' defense is amazing. Drew Brees is a GOAT. But I'm telling you, in the playoffs, Brady's going to elevate. The defense will elevate. And it's hard to win 3 times in a row. And, it's 12 noon. Oh, how did he not sack him? Unbelievable. I was about to say 12 noon. You know what time it is? It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Nice elusive little juke there to kind of duck under. Ryan with a tenor. I appreciate you so much, man. Go Celtics. LOL. Chargers season is over already. Yeah, but you still got to rep your team no matter what, and that's what we'll do, right? Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. $10 holla. Hopefully we don't see a whole lot of these. Saw plenty of these in the Cowboy and the Seahawk game, and I appreciate you. $10 holla. 90 to go. I appreciate you, my dude. Let me know what you want for photos, and I got you. I'll have to wait till we get to a commercial break. This is a pretty big game. So, I mean, if the game wasn't as big, I would just throw them up immediately. But this is like, for me, this is like one of the biggest games of my life. You know, this is a huge, huge game. Last Pac 12 championship game ever. Look at the hold. What's going on here? Did he go down? Wow, so close. Second down and 17. Hybrid in the building. What's good? Let's go, baby. I got you. I got you. I appreciate it, man. And like I said, for people like you that probably never donated before or donated very little, and then now are starting to be, you know, someone that donates on a regular basis, it really does mean a lot. And sometimes you just need one person to do that, and other people see that, and then they'll start doing it as well. And like I said, I appreciate you very, very much, man. And I know being a trucker, you're on the road, you need to be entertained, and you can only watch so many YouTube videos or TikTok or Instagram or you know, or any of those. So it's always good when you can have like a bond and a channel where you can kind of vibe with. So I appreciate you, man. He said, I got money now. I was broke back then. And kids are expensive. That's very true. That is very true. Third down. But also on the flip side, there's also times where, you know, people can choose whether they want to donate or not, or whether they have money and a lot of it, or if they don't have any, you know. So I appreciate the thought. And like I said, it helps me continue the dream and to be able to, you know, bond with you guys and vibe and obviously create a safe place to be able to enjoy sports on a fanatic level: basketball, baseball, football, hockey, NASCAR, wrestling, UFC, boxing, all of it. You're the man. Third down. Michael Penix Jr. drops back and complete. Yes. Yeah, Jalen McMillan. What happened to my hands? The throw was pretty decent, but a little bit out of range. I need to see a replay there. Would he been able to get the foot down? Let's look at it again. And look at Rome on the other side. I probably would have went to Rome on the other side, but I like that they wanted to get McMillan going. Grady Gross, sophomore, 11 for 15, 73%, 38-yarder. He's on that wide hash right down the middle, and it's good. 3-0 Huskies. Let's go. I had to actually reboot my phone. So you actually probably let me see what's going on here. Because like I said, there's some things that need to be like refreshed, and I need to get like an updated version of like, you know, the apps and certain things on there. So oh wow, look at this. This is your rig, huh? Damn, you need to get some tires, bro. Man, that thing is exploded. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can get this photo up here. What do you? And then you're wanting to look Porzingis dunk on Brooke Lopez. All right, let me see if I can find that real quick for you. They don't have a whole lot, but let's see. That might have this one that might format. Some of them are weird sizes, and the resolution looks like shit, but I think this one might be the best one. Let's see if we can get this up for Ryan for his dono. Oh, baby. Slapped it down on him, huh? Porzingis is very tall, and that is a good pickup for Boston. Yeet. I wish there was another one that was a little bit more clear, but they don't really have too many options. 3-0 Huskies. All right, Bo, let's go, baby. 37 TDs, 2 picks, 79% completion percentage, leads FBS with 325.5 yards per game. Let's go, Bo. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Ducks. All right, here we go. RPO, pump fake, hit the referee. Damn it. Come on, Bo. All you got to do is Bo leave. He's bodacious, baby. I'm so sorry that happened, bro. You know, like I said, sometimes, you know, you have days like that, you know, but you just got to make the best of those days, whatever it is. Hanging out with people that you enjoy being around, you know, getting yourself a good meal, you know what I mean? So you just got to be able to get that little W, you know, out of a L day, you know, and sometimes we take L's, right? And it's not a fun day when you get a flat or, you know, you have something bad that happens to you, but it's all about perspective. And, you know, the more mad you get about it, and nothing is going to, you know, come good of that, you know, and if you can just find that little W, even getting food, you know, something to cheer you up, you know, it can go a long, long way. I know it does for me. 3rd down and 10. Knicks, good defense by the Huskies. No penalties there. 3 and out for the Ducks. I haven't seen the Ducks go 3 and out ever. It's been a long time. Great defense by Washington. Ducks with the punt. Hit him. Oh, nice shiftiness there by the Huskies. Uh-oh. Shit. Good return by Washington. Uncle Mo going all for the Huskies so far. Doesn't look like an Oregon Duck by 9.5 win or more so far. Looks like the Huskies might win by 10 points or more, not the Ducks. Nice. Get that cheddar, dude. You know, it's all about work ethic and whatever you decide to do, how much, you know, time and effort and passion and energy you put in. And so most people are motivated by money or whatever it may be. Obviously, your family, your son, you know, and being able to live, you know, and not only live, but thrive. So make that cheddar, homie. 3-0 Huskies. Shotgun set. Penix Jr. screen pass. A very common theme for the Huskies. Handoff to Johnson. Uh-oh. Fuck. First down, Huskies. Come on now. Oregon playing very flat so far. I got mad respect too because I used to work for Saw Stop, and you know, they have all kinds of saws and accessories. And I remember, you know, we would have 4 guys or 5 guys, and we would unload 40-foot trailers, and it would take us nonstop, not taking breaks, going back and forth and unloading stuff. And some of the saws weigh like 400 pounds where you have to have two people, kind of like inch them off. And then you got to kind of, swing them in on top of each other, three high. And I remember it would take us, almost an hour and a half to 2 hours for just one trailer. And that's like nonstop moving. Can you imagine how many pieces of saws and accessories that would be in there? And sometimes we would have to unload 6 or 7 trailers, and I'm not the strongest or buffest guy, but I'll tell you what, when you work like that, it'll definitely make you a hell of a lot stronger and a hell of a lot tougher, man. And obviously I had conversations with a lot of the guys that drove the truck and how far they were going from port to port, from Seattle or Tacoma down to, Tualatin or that area that I was in. So, it's not an easy job to do, big facts. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't run the ball either. This is the complete like nightmare for Duck fans, the way this game is starting. Like, we're not stopping the run. We're not stopping the pass. They're doing screen passes and just doing those easy, dinks and doinks, which you want Oregon to do. Oregon is throwing the ball down the field like 10 yards and further on every play. We're not running the ball. We can't stop the run. Nothing is going right for Oregon yet. And it looks like we're going to be down 10-0 like very soon. Yeah, anybody that works truck, driving or unloading, I mean, and I was also doing it in the summertime back in like COVID. So, I mean, imagine, it's 100 degrees outside. In the trailer, it's like 115. It's crazy. And off. Nice tackle. That's the best defensive play I've seen all game. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, I don't know what I need to do. Do I need to start flashing my chain and the gloves a little more? I mean, I don't know what the sports gods want from me. But this is not good. But hey, I told you, Reflect, that your team is much better than people are giving them credit for. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I don't think anyone anticipated that your guys' run game, but maybe that's why they're being so effective at it, because maybe the coaching staff for the Ducks didn't assume that you guys would really try to have a balanced offense. God damn it. Flag on the play. I assume that this will be a very popular photo that comes up in streams moving forward. Damn it. Is that PI on Oregon, I would assume, or holding? Holding. Well, here's the Huskies about to go up 10-0. I know we'll make the proper adjustments in the second half, but again, not the start that the Ducks wanted, but the absolute fantastic, you couldn't ask or script a better start for the Huskies right now. Salute to them. Wow. Salute to you, bro. I mean, usually for me, I would do phone sales. I did that for like 20 years with like big companies. Touchdown, Huskies. That was way too easy. That was way too easy. Nice job, Washington. They're playing great. Dylan Johnson, Oregon Ducks' biggest nightmare, just became reality. Nice job. And look at the blocking up front, right? They got trips left and then another guy out wide. I don't know if Oregon noticed that or not. And then that key block, that steel block right there. And then where are you going on the outside right there? You went inside. The guy went outside. Number 8. Come on, bro. Extra point is up right down the middle, and it's good. 10-0 Huskies. Nice job. All right, Huskies. I see you. Big old dub right there. Big old dub with the Huskies. I see you. And we're not haters here, so we're going to make sure we're throwing up the appropriate photos. Wow, I am just a little shocked right now. See if I can find a really nice one of Dylan Johnson here for you. I would like to be able to get you a spinning logo. I'm going to look right now to see if I can find one. But every time I look, they didn't have one for the Huskies. They usually have them for like NBA, NFL, NHL sometimes, MLB. But for a college, they don't have too many. But that still looks incredibly dope. Much respect, man. I'll even throw up another one because I'm not a hater. I appreciate greatness wherever it's at. There's plenty of haters that are out there, and I don't need to be one more. It's not good for the mental health. And the sports gods recognize that. You got a shitty ass attitude, you're biased. Sports gods ain't gonna help you out one bit. Nice job. Touchdown, Dylan Johnson, 10-0 Huskies. Nice job. All right, Oregon, your turn. Well, yeah, we'll see where it ends up going. And if anyone's got Twitter or X and they can help me out on that end and like and retweet the stream on there as well, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, well, the numbers, I mean, based off right now and the players, I sent a graphic, so you got Michael Penix Jr. going into the game, 65.6 completion percentage, 3,885 yards, 35 total TDs, 8 interceptions. Bo Nix, 78.6 completion percentage, so 13 points higher. He's got 4,065 yards, which is about 100 and 200, about 200 more. And then he's got 43 total TDs, 8 more, and he's got 6 less interceptions. 43 total TDs to 2 picks, 35 total TDs to 8 picks. So Bo Nix's numbers are technically better, but if you're looking at the guy that's got arguably the best numbers as far as total TDs, you're looking at Jaden Daniels from LSU, 72.2 completion percentage. That's about 7 higher than Michael Penix Jr., 6 less than Bo Nix. He's got the most yards, almost 5,000, 4,946 yards, so about 900 more yards than Bo Nix and about 1,100 more than Michael Penix Jr. He's got 50 total TDs, 35 for Michael Penix Jr., 43 for Bo Nix, 50 for Jaden Daniels, but a lot of them are going against like fucking Georgia State. I mean, hell, if Bo Nix played Georgia State and played the whole game, he could get fucking 10 touchdowns in a game too, right? And then he's got 50 total touchdowns, 4 picks. So 50 and 4, that's for Jaden Daniels at LSU. That's awesome. 43 and 2, right? 43 total TDs, only 2 picks. That's amazing. The picks, only 2 for Bo Nix. And then 35 and 8. So, like I said, Michael Penix Jr.'s numbers are technically third, but I don't know if we want the Heisman curse to go on Bo Nix or Michael Penix Jr. So maybe we want the Heisman to go to Jaden Daniels, and then if he sucks ass in the NFL, whatever, But we want Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr. to pan out, or win or win it all, win the natty. So Sarah in the building, what's good? Appreciate that. Thank you, Sarah and Ryan, for helping out on the Twitter X side. Matt, if you can do that too, I'd appreciate it. If you don't want to retweet it, you can just like it. But if you like it and retweet it, it'll come up on your feed too. And then obviously, it'll help us get more people, get the exposure out. 10-0 Huskies, not what I was expecting. The best QBs don't win the Heisman. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes the best player overall doesn't win it. And it's all based off the voting in the committee and whatnot. Handoff, Lucky Irving right up the middle, gain of a couple. Husky defense looking very, very good, very, very motivated. Punched Oregon in the mouth early, and we had a 3 and out. I can't even tell you the last time I remember having a 3 and out for Oregon. You got to remember, we're 11 and 1. He's only thrown 2 picks all year. All year. That is incredible. But we need to get something going here. Screen pass. Good blockers downfield. There we go. Don't go out of bounds, Bucky. But a lot of quarterbacks that win the Heisman are cursed, you know. 3rd down and 1. Come on, Ducks. Third down and 1. Man in motion. Shotgun set for Bo. Bootleg. Pump fake. Uh-oh. Fuck. Get rid of it. Jesus Christ. Oh, brutal. Now what do we do? We have to go for it? Are we punting? What are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? This is absolutely an epic failure for Oregon in the first quarter, but you got to give credit. Husky defense has been good. Husky offense has been good. And the Husky O-line and D-line are outplaying the Oregon O-line and D-line, and that's why they're up 10-0. You got to win the line of scrimmage. I saw the stat line of the epic game that Baker and Mahomes played when they played against each other a couple years ago. He had 88 attempts throwing the football. It's fucking crazy. Ducks with the punt. I was going to say, don't go for it. I don't want to lose the game already. Fair catch by the Huskies. Yeah, but also, too, you know, it also helps that you have Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, and you had Travis Kelce there, you know, so, and he got mentored by Alex Smith. So, again, if Patrick Mahomes would have went to the Browns or the Jets, maybe we're not even talking about Patrick Mahomes today. Or if we are, we're talking about a guy that might be above average, but not like one of the top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. You have to understand coaching is a big part of it, and getting mentored by Alex Smith, Andy Reid, and Eric Bieniemy. You could argue you had arguably the best coordinator, the best head coach, and the best tight end. So he kind of got put in a really good situation. So, and Tyreek as well. There you go. Exactly. First down and 10. Handoff. Come on, Ducks. Play motivated. Taco salad sounds great. I got a photo of a taco salad, like one of those epic ones that's like monster size. What'd you have with it in there? Like it was like shredded chicken and stuff that was in there too. The guac and the sour cream, like all that. It's like sometimes it's probably not going to be better than a nachos, depending on where you get your nachos, but it's like a good alternative though. Floater going deep. One-handed grab, incomplete. Thank God. Yeah, see, now you're on Google. Now you're on Google looking through all the quarterbacks. You're like, fuck, I got to look to see if which ones are good and which ones are flops. But it's like, you know, you could be Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota and just not pan out in the NFL. You just hit your ceiling. You're really, really good in college, but then you go to the NFL and it's a man's game. And if you don't improve and you just hit your ceiling in college and you don't really get any better, or you're like Mariota, and the only problem with him is just injuries, then, you know, his like touchdown to interception ratio is good, but he never could stay on the field. Penix Jr., nice catch. Did he come down with that? Yes, he did. First down, Huskies. Seasoned beef, taco chips. That sounds good. False start. Thank God. But ultimately, you know, in this game, it's O-line and D-line. Whoever's O-line and D-line wins is going to win the game. It's the lineup, you know, the protection up front, you know, being able to pull, being able to run and pass effectively, to have the quarterback go through his reads. And we're not able to do anything yet. This is getting out of hand. Shotgun set, Penix Jr., pump fake. Good hit. Like, we're going to need a fumble or a pick, something to give some juice, you know, to the Oregon sideline to be able to give us that pop and that energy. because obviously we're playing a little bit flat-footed there. And Rome one-on-one against anybody, man, golly. 2nd down and 9. Huskies playing great. This is exactly what you were praying for. As a Washington Husky fan, like reflect, you wanted this type of game and this kind of start. Blitz. Wrap him up. There you go. We got to punch that football out. Move some brisket nacho. It depends. It depends. It depends on where he goes. It all depends on the team, and like I said, it's the structure. Like if he went to the Cardinals, I don't think he would be able to do a whole lot there, but he could maybe make something out of himself. It's like with Kyler, you see some like potential, but you don't see them being necessarily a top 5 quarterback, but potentially a top 10 or top 12 guy. And then you're looking at the Bears. I don't know if you could have success there with that type of quarterback either. I mean, it's possible, but trying to look at some of the New England. I don't really see a fit with New England with him there. I feel like the only team that Caleb could actually like be successful with, based on how the team sits and how everything is sitting right now, is the New York Football Giants. I think if he went there, that would be the one spot that it would be hard, but in the New York media is tough. But I think that it would be like Eli saying, hey, I don't want to go to the Chargers. I want to go to New York. And if he went there, I think he'd have a better chance to succeed on the Giants than he would for the Cardinals, the Bears, or New England. Because I think with New England, Drake May, to me, seems like the natural fit. And, who knows? Maybe he'll be Patrick Mahomes 2.0 in the NFC. Maybe he'll just be an above-average quarterback. We don't know. But we do know that he's got a good arm. We do know that he can scramble out of the pocket, which NFL scouts and coaches like. But the main thing that worries a lot of us is the, touchdown to interception ratio, the completion percentage. And when you play against good talent, the numbers go considerably down. And if they're going to go that much down in college, what happens when you go to the NFL where everyone is better than any of these college teams that you've played? So, we'll see. We'll see. And maybe he goes back to school. Shedeur Sanders is going back. But, I mean, again, I think that if he went to the Giants, that would be – if I'm Caleb, that's where I want to go. Like, that's the one spot that I think, okay, Saquon's there, and you still need more offensive line and wide receivers, and then the defense has got Thibodeau. They got a lot of holes there. But if I'm looking at the structure of the team and the coaching staff, I think that I like him there. He seems like that would be a natural fit for him, and he would succeed faster there than on New England, because him and Bill Belichick would not get along. It just wouldn't work. You know what I mean? Belichick would probably end up benching him. And then with the Cardinals, I don't like the head coach, and I don't really like the structure of that team. And then the Bears, they're just a clusterfuck. Like, Justin Fields, can't do it. And obviously Caleb, you would assume, is a better thrower. But again, you got to be able to have a good owner, right? A good GM, a good head coach, a good offensive defensive coordinator, and, someone that can call plays and work to your strengths and your weaknesses. So, I'm not really sure who the best fit for Arizona, would be, or the Bears specifically. But I feel, in my opinion, after watching a lot of tape and going through the film and kind of breaking stats down, I think that Caleb to the Giants would make the most sense for him to succeed there, and then Drake May to New England. The other two, who knows? It may not matter. Whoever goes to Arizona Cardinals, whoever goes to Chicago Bears may fail. That's just the reality. But I don't want to see anybody fail, going into the NFL. Big facts. Belichick ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't getting fired. He ain't going nowhere. When you end up winning that many Super Bowls and you want to be the number one guy in wins all time, over Don Shula and all these guys, he'll stay there until he's done coaching. And then they decide that he wants to retire. He'll retire in New England. There's rumors, Belichick to the Chargers, your team. Belichick to the Buccaneers, my team. It's not going to happen. Not happening. He's going to stay there, try to get a quarterback that can help him get more wins to be able to be the number one guy, and then maybe retire once he's number one. He's not going to jump ship, and they're not going to fire him. That's like they're almost losing on purpose, right? Tanking without saying you're tanking to get Drake May. Think about it. New England could have won some of these games, this season, but the worst that they do, that maybe they can get their dream quarterback, another Brady-ish kind of guy, but it won't be Tom. But we'll see what happens. 3rd down and 6. Get him. Incomplete. Where's the hold on the Huskies on the O-line? Where's the hold? I got 3 words. Second half adjustments. Cornerback did hold the wide receiver. That should have been probably offsetting penalties. There was a hold on the Husky O-line, and there was a hold there as well. I agree. 4th and 6. How the hell is it the second quarter? We don't even have any fucking points yet. Jesus Christ. And I don't think Jaden Daniels is necessarily going to be a good NFL player. There's all these other names that are out there, but there's a reason why certain guys are towards the top. What is Jaden Daniels going to be? He ain't going to be the first quarterback taken off the board. If Jaden Daniels gets in the NFL draft whenever he goes, he ain't. He could win the Heisman, but he ain't going to get picked first overall. That ain't happening. He ain't getting picked second overall. There's going to be probably 2, 3, 4, 5 quarterbacks that'll go ahead of him. That's just the reality. You can be a good quarterback in college, doesn't mean you're going to pan out in the NFL. Hand off to Bucky Irving. Come on, Bucky. Where's that O-line? Jesus. Yeah, but Stetson Bennett had like mental health stuff, and I don't think he's gonna. He ain't good enough to be the quarterback there. He won a championship, natties at Georgia, but no one thinks that he's really a good quarterback. He's just a guy. He's like a backup. Second, third string. Go, 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 Oregon, go! There we go. First down, Ducks. Shows you what happens if you don't have good O-line and D-line, or if another team is dominating at that position. Changes the flow of the game. Anybody that lines up on the Rams, with Sean McVay or with the Niners and Shanahan, yeah, they're going to be developed properly. I mean, Sean McVay turned, no-name players like Tutu Atwell and Puka Nacua into like actual studs. You just got to be able to know your personnel. But nobody believes in Stetson Bennett, bro. Not one fucking Stetson Bennett don't even believe in Stetson Bennett. And prayers up for him, because I know that he's not, mentally in a spot to, they took time away from the team and whatnot, but yeah, he ain't going to do nothing. He ain't even good enough to come into the games now and take over from Matthew Stafford or anybody for that matter. 2nd down and 3. Come on, baby. Let's go, Ducks. Let's go, Bo. Hey, everyone's got vices, man. Hand off up the middle. There we go, Bucky. First down, Ducks. Yeah, but the thing is that if he wasn't thrown to 10 to 15 times, from McVay specifically, Puka would be a nobody. No one would even know who Puka is. It's not like, oh my God, Puka's so good. No one even knew who he was, unless you were a BYU fan and you watched every game. Other than that, no one knew who he was. But again, if you end up getting 8, 9, 10 targets in a row, multiple games, and you catch 8 out of 10, 11 out of 12, and you're getting in the end zone, then you become a name. But it all depends, on the coaching staff and if they gear plays towards you, since Cooper Kupp was out. But again, if he's on another team, if he's on the Jets, if he's on the Cleveland Browns, no one gives a fuck about Puka Nacua. He's nobody. He's just a fucking player. So it shows you it's all about scheme, coaches, and if they put you in a position. 2nd down and 5, 10-0 Huskies. Come on, Ducks. I'll even take 3 points at this stage of the game. I don't care. Come on, Bo. There we go. First down, Ducks. Yeah. Well, USC just got to get a defense. And then hopefully they get a defense, and then we'll have USC, Oregon, Washington, and then obviously Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State. And then we might end up being the powerhouse conference, even over Oklahoma, Texas, Georgia, and Bama. They'll have 4, but if we can get all our shit going, we might be able to have 6. It's going to take time. Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon, Washington, USC. And like I said, it's going to take a little time for recruiting, but it's possible. Troy Franklin with the shake and bake. First down, Ducks, baby. Oh, I absolutely like late round. Anything that's like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, undrafted, I love that shit, man. Like I said, I'm a defensive guy. So, I like linebackers and safeties, but I love, O-line, D-line, defense, special teams. I like all the positions that don't get love. The people that are underrated and underappreciated. I'm not sure if Lincoln needs to go. You guys just need to get defensive fucking players. You need like Troy Polamalu type of guys. And a lot of them. Come on, Bo. First down and 10. Let's go, baby. Play action fake. Bo throws a little bit low. Go upfield. There we go. Use your speed. Your speed is like a 1. Come on now. All right, we're about to score. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Man in motion, first down and 10. We're in the second quarter. Huskies playing great. Halfback toss. And there's a whistle. Well, it doesn't have to be a Lincoln thing. You hire someone that is an amazing defensive coordinator. You have them come into USC. They start recruiting, and they start getting names to go there, and that's how the defense gets better. It's not going to be like Lincoln Riley. It's like Lincoln Riley has a meeting with some high school 5-star blue chipper. Hey, come to our team. Why? You don't even have a defense. Like, why would, how are you going to sell the player to come there unless they, have a connection like their dad went there or something? You know what I mean? USC is not going to be anyone's first choice for defense. Unless you grew up a fan and you live in like Southern California. Good defense there by the Huskies. But at least they've had one of the greatest defensive players of all time, right? And Troy Polamalu, and as far as like as of recent years, he's a stud. 3rd down and 9. Come on, Bo. We need this first down. Shotgun set. Good protection up front. Bo. And complete. Any flag on the play? Offsides on the defense, baby. 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down. 3rd down and 4. Of course. Well, I said as of recent. I mean, Jesus Christ, you wanted me to, you're on the Google list going back, if you want me to go back and from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, of course I can do that. I mean, last time I checked, Ronnie Lott hasn't played in a long, long time. Third down and 4. Come on, Ducks. Shotgun set. Nix. Why are we running these slants? The coverage on the slants have been so fantastic from the Huskies. Nice job, Muhammad. Now we got a player down. Is that Franklin? Great. Now we got a player down. There, that's great. Troy Frank. Why are we running slants though? Stupid. And then Franklin's hurt now too. Nice job by Muhammad. Fucking Troy. I hope he's okay. Shoulder dog. Man, crazy. Did not expect this type of game. I mean, I didn't expect Oregon to go on a route either. You know, I didn't expect that. So I figured the game would, they said, the betting experts, they said Oregon by 9.5, but maybe they did that because they wanted everyone to bet on Oregon, and then Washington wins and they win a shitload of money. I hope he's okay. That's not a good look. We don't got no time up front to run anything though. Offensive line isn't playing good. The defensive line isn't playing good. We're not able to run it with Bucky, to open up the passing game. They're running these like slant routes, which they're being defended very well, and they continue to keep running that type of play. I mean, they're not going to have a whole lot of time back there. It's not like our offensive line's like the Minnesota Vikings when they played the Bears, which was actually dog shit. But it's like you got to give the Huskies credit. They came in coached up very, very well. They punched Oregon in the mouth early, and we're going to have to make adjustments. And hopefully, we can find a way to put some points on the board before we get into halftime, and then we have to make the adjustments. So DJU's transferring out. I hope Cam Ward comes to Oregon. I mean, unless we can get someone better than him, but yeah, it's in Vegas. Neutral. Program record 78 receptions, 1,360 yards, and 14 tutties. And why are we running a slant here? Like he should have stopped and then went back to the outside. I mean, it's one thing if the corners are injured and we're trying to exploit them. Oh, God. Now we got Camden Lewis kicking a field goal. Fuck. I mean, who knows if he'll make this or not? He's 10 for 16. That's terrible. Started 6 for 6. Now he's 4 for 10. This is not good. Holy hell. Please make it. Kick is up. And it's good. Thank God. 10-3. Washington. I've never been so thrilled for 3 points. Fuck. As long as we're just, keeping it close, not getting blown out. I'm glad he didn't go. I don't think you can actually risk and go for it. And obviously, if you have doubts about Camden Lewis, I get it. He hasn't been a good kicker, this season. So him, deciding to go for it against you guys early on, it's starting to make more and more sense now. And I shouldn't have been so angry at him and whatnot. But at that point of the season, he saw it before everyone else did. So everyone, including myself, jumped on him saying, idiot, 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 should have took the 3. But there's no guarantee that he would have even made those field goals at that particular time. Maybe he did. Maybe he would have made 1 out of 2. Maybe he would have made 2 out of 2. Maybe he missed both. So a field goal kicker, extra point kicker is so important. And I hope Oregon will recruit someone that can be relied on. Like one less, recruit for like a receiver, or like a linebacker to get like the best kicker in the nation or like a top 2, top 3. I would do that. Give a scholarship to try to get a guy that's like a soccer player, or someone that is a kicker that's really, really good. And one less scholarship, to a guy that's going to be like the 7th wide receiver or, the 5th D end. I think you can take away a scholarship for a guy that isn't going to play as much as a bench reserve, or to get a guy that is solely, so much important to what Oregon does. Oh, crazy, man. Well, I don't know. Like I said, if we end up, making the adjustments, it's going to have to happen, once we go into the locker room, and at least for the Ducks, Dan Lanning and the Ducks, we are going to make the proper adjustments in the second half. But at that point, we have to see, if it's going to be good enough at that point. And Oregon is going to need a kickoff return, punt return, pick six, fumble for a touchdown, something to spark the momentum in our favor. And it's probably not going to happen in the, here at the end of the first half. It'll probably happen in the third or fourth quarter if it's going to happen at all. So 10-3 Huskies. Got to throw up some Michael Penix Jr. up here. I might be a Duck fan, but I love greatness. Period. All right, come on, baby. Let's see what you got, baby. That's a stud right there. Don't forget it. First down and 10 in the Pac-12 championship here in 2023. Huskies up 10-3. Penix. Nice throw. First down, Huskies. Move the chains. Oh, I'd have to be able to peek ahead and look at all the bowl games that are going to be for the playoff. I'm trying to take it one game at a time. First down and 10. 3 wide, trips right. 4 wide, shotgun set. Penix Jr. looking for a target. Goes to his check down. 4 or 5 yards right there. Smart decision by Michael Penix Jr. Snow season already, huh? Come on, Ducks. We need a play, man. We need a big defensive stop, a big play to spark us. Shotgun set. Ducks bringing the blitz. Get him! Going long, going deep. Uh-oh. Huskies about to score. What a play. I'm telling you, that man is a bad, bad man. Michael Penix Jr. They bring the delayed blitz here. Brings it right up in the middle. Then you're going to have one-on-one deep. And Michael Penix Jr.'s got the arm to be able to make that play happen. No safety over the top. That's beautiful. That's just great, great execution. And the Oregon defense is playing fucking terrible. Every aspect of Oregon has been terrible. Everything. All right. I see you. They're about to go up 17-3 on us. This is not good. Little toss. Touchdown, Huskies. Nice job, Washington. Bernard with the tutty. Come on, Dan Lanning. I thought you were a really good defensive coordinator, right? Yeah, that's why you can't write off, any team. You never know what's going to end up happening. You got to make sure you're giving that proper love and respect, and that's why they had Oregon up by 9.5, and you assume, hey, Oregon's got the better O-line, the better defense, right? Obviously Washington's undefeated and disrespected. How can you be undefeated and be a 9.5 underdog? And you beat the team already by 3 that you already played earlier in the year. And they're saying, look at us. We're going to try to keep it moving. And if the Huskies end up beating the Ducks, and they'll be the number 3 team in the college football playoff. And they'll probably most likely go against Michigan at the number 2 spot. So unless Oregon can find a way now. Yeah, but Oregon doesn't deserve to win the game playing like this. One team looks like they're varsity. One team looks like a champion, and the other one looks like, they're lost. Like, where's the motivation? Where's the spark? Where's the energy? Kick us up, and it's good. Like, did you come in overconfident, just like, already penciling yourself in to the college football playoff without actually taking these guys serious? It looks like it. But like I even said with Reflect, being a Duck fan, if we lose, I will be rooting for the Huskies, rooting for someone from the Pac-12 to, keep it moving. So Husky defense got some players back that were injured. They got a wide receiver that was injured early on too with McMillan. They're just executing better. It's not at home at Autzen. It's not in Seattle. It's not in Husky Stadium. It's neutral ground. They came out. Offensive line, defensive line has played better, as well as the defense overall, and that's where we're at 17-3. So, I mean, Oregon has been down like this before. We'll see what kind of adjustments we make. We will, but at that time, once we make them, it might be too late. We might end up not being able to catch up at that point. So, I'm not going to – I don't have any negative words or anything to say besides the Huskies are playing great. So. But I'll tell you, most Husky fans are like, fuck Oregon. Most Oregon fans are like, fuck the Huskies. That's just how it is. Rivalries run deep, But again, out of all the quarterbacks, Michael Penix Jr. has been my favorite quarterback, and Bo Nix is on my own team. So it's like, I like lefties. I like his smoothness, and like I said, he's got all the intangibles to be an NFL, quarterback. And, Bo Nix, even though the completion percentage is good and all, I don't know if he'll be a good NFL quarterback. I think like Drake May and Michael Penix Jr. have a better chance to be better quarterbacks, possibly, than maybe a Caleb Williams or a Bo Nix. If they get on the right team, yeah, it might be able to work out. But if they go to just any team, I could see more failure than success. So I think with Michael Penix Jr. and Drake May, I think if they go to almost any team, I think that they'll be able to find a way. But again, some guys are built for the NFL. Some guys are only built for college football. So. Well, yeah. Well, we got one of the best offensive lines in the country, right? We got the best center in the country, and Washington's D line is, winning that line of scrimmage. So think about it. It doesn't even matter record wise. If you got O line and D line that's dominating the line of scrimmage, you literally could have someone like the Chiefs play someone like the Jets, and the Jets could win. It's like we already know the offense stinks, but if that offensive and defensive line and the defense plays well, you can make that offense look very average or very, very shitty looking. So we'll definitely make adjustments in the second half. We're one of the best teams in the country to do it. But being down by 14, we have to at least get another field goal minimum to make it 17-6, or, we're already in really deep trouble right now, right? But if we can get it to 17-6, ideally 17-10, then we'll feel okay. But if it ends up being 17-3 or 20-3 or 24-3, it's a wrap. It'll be done. I don't know if there's a guarantee that we're going to score this drive. That's wishful thinking. But I mean, we're at 6 minutes left in the fucking second quarter, and we have 3 points. We normally score like 50. So, but this is some of the worst football I've seen out of Oregon. But why is it so bad for Oregon? Is Oregon playing bad? No, the Huskies are playing great, and they're making Oregon look bad. So it's not necessarily just Oregon. It's the Huskies are doing a great job, and you have to give credit to them. Instead of like, oh, Oregon sucks. Oregon can't move the ball. Why? Because Washington is playing elite. That's why. If they weren't, we would be running the ball all over their ass. We would already be putting up 17 to 20 points at this point, and maybe we're up by 14 or 17 if the game went the way that I think Duck fans thought it was going to go, that the score would be flipped right now, 17-3 Ducks. Go, Bucky. But look how fast the Husky players are reacting to the football. And it shows you having a few of those pieces out, for part of the year, and now having them back, and Jalen McMillan, another NFL receiver, back, the team is almost full strength. So, of course, when a team isn't full strength, you can get exposed. But the Huskies look like the more motivated team. They look like the 12-0 Washington Huskies. They look like the team that deserves to be in the college football playoff. Second down and 11. Come on, Oregon, let's go. I mean, sometimes that happens, bro. Sometimes we'll have 20, 30, 40, 50 people. Sometimes, we'll hit a bunch of donos, 100 to 200, sometimes more. Sometimes I'll go, a whole stream and we'll be sitting at 0, which is really disgusting and terrible. But, I got to grind. I got to keep moving. This is my full-time job. And then you just got to hope that the goats come through at the appropriate time. But, life ain't easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Life ain't easy. You just got to keep hustling and keep grinding and hope that people take care of you at the appropriate time. Third down and 9. Shotgun set. Nix. Good tackle. Good tackle. Yeah. Well, I wish everyone had as big of a heart as you, bro. But it just, Reflect donates whenever he can. But again, like I said, it all depends if you have heavy hitters, a part of the channel. Do I feel underappreciated? Sometimes, of course. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm putting in my blood, sweat, and tears, taking me fucking 2 hours to make a fucking thumbnail, grinding it out, But again, some people appreciate my hard work. Some people won't. Some people, if they have the money to donate, will. Some people have money and they don't give a fuck about me. They're just gonna, they'll just watch or they won't watch, or they'll donate or they don't donate. I mean, it's just that's how it goes, bro. You can't, not every person is gonna support. I wish we had a more supportive dono group like we did last year. But again, I can't control what people do. But I do appreciate you, chipping in and helping out. It means a lot. Yeah, it's all about perspective, and whatnot too. It's like people can choose whatever they want to do, with their hard-earned money that they earn. They can decide wherever it goes, So I just gotta, put in 110% effort every day, that I work, and then just hope that things end up, you know, things end up on the up and up. Yeah, but like I said, I just need to be able to survive and be able to live, and I don't need to be rich. You know what I mean? I got to keep grinding and hustling and stuff. And hopefully we can find the right people to bankroll the channel. You know. But again, donos are one of those things that's a snowball effect. When one person donates and then another person does, then another person does. But then if nobody donates, it's really hard to be able to hit the goal if no one donates and it's already been an hour or two. You feel like shit. You're putting in all your blood, sweat, and tears. And at the end of the day, you don't even know where you're going to be at. But, when people donate before the stream starts or during, and then more and more people do it, then it's a snowball effect and you can end up having a great day. But again, they feed off, other people. So if everyone is thinking, oh, the other person's going to do it, oh, someone else is going to do it, oh, this person's going to do it, and then eventually no one does it, then we're sitting at, 5, 10, 15, 18, 20, instead of maybe 50 or 100. It's all I know is that I work extremely hard at what I do. I've been doing this for 11 years. Essentially, I've been streaming almost every day for 6 years straight. And, all I can do is just give the best version of me, and hopefully that we can get the right people at the right time to be able to support us. So. Washington can take Michigan. I would say no. Like I said, if Washington wins, I think that they will be able to keep up. You know what I mean? But that's the same thing with Oregon. There's no guarantee Oregon, if we win, that we would be able to beat Michigan. Like, you have to assume right now the two best teams in college football are Georgia and Michigan. So those would be the most likely, two teams being the two best. But I mean, if the Huskies play like this against Michigan, of course they have a chance. And like I said, I'll be rooting for Pac-12 no matter what. Michael Penix Jr. going deep. Wow. Now we're playing like shit out there. First down, Huskies. I mean, do we even want to play in this game? I mean, we're talking about like one of the worst performances I've seen in a Pac-12 championship game. I mean, what are we doing? But you have to understand that they got some NFL receivers. They got an NFL quarterback. I assume Michael Penix Jr. will be a better pro than Bo Nix. Rome and Troy Franklin should both be pretty good in the NFL, but you don't know where they're going to go. Johnson. And obviously, if the Huskies are ahead, you can always run the football in the second half, bleed the clock, and, that'll open up the pass even more. But now we got, Troy Franklin obviously banged up, and, the best player on the field right now, the best two, it looks like, is, Michael Penix Jr. and Rome Odunze. So. But again, we relied on our offensive line and our defense to help us win a lot of these games, and neither unit has showed up today. Reverse, flea flicker. Uh-oh, we're fucked. First down, Huskies. Now they're doing trick plays on us. Now this is getting embarrassing. Like, they're smelling blood in the water. You know what I mean? Like, but it shows you, if you don't play good up front, you're not. I mean, you can be this amazing football team all year, but you have to come in prepared. And if your units don't play good, which they haven't, you're gonna get fucked up by a team that's better. It's not like Oregon is a number 3 team and we're undefeated. We lost the team already. They're undefeated. They're number 3. So. Shotgun set. Penix Jr., little screen pass. I mean, we look so unmotivated out there. It almost feels like Oregon State, Oregon at the Civil War. Like, we don't even want to be out there. Unbelievable. We're playing uninspired. Wow, he almost even caught that. Like, the only way that you can actually turn the momentum around right? The Uncle Mo, you have to get like a pick six or like a fumble for a touchdown, a turnover. And Huskies don't really turn the football over that often. Like the most interceptions Michael Penix Jr. is going to have typically in a game is 2, but most of the time it's going to be 1, maybe none. But the offense ain't going to win this game for us. It has to be the defense in that O-line. And apparently they did not show up today. They did not eat their Wheaties. Halfback toss. I mean, hopefully we can just hold them to a field goal here and go down 20-3. Third down and 5. Got to respect the Huskies, man. Anyone that didn't respect them, I always made sure to, you have to understand what you're dealing with here. You got a great head coach. You got a great program. The Huskies normally aren't this good. The Ducks are normally not really this good, but normally the Ducks are higher in the rankings than the Huskies. But sometimes you build, or you get, people to transfer over. And then you have this, arguably one of the best quarterbacks the Huskies have ever had besides Warren Moon. So, I mean, Michael Penix Jr. could be, the NFC Tua, and maybe even better. Maybe better than Tua. Maybe better than Vic. Maybe not as good as Steve Young, but maybe lower than Steve Young, but very, very good. There's a possibility. Or he could be on the Michael Vic level or the Tua level, which would still be awesome, because that would mean that they'd be exciting and be a good player. So I think that we will be very good in the second half. But I just don't know if it's going to be enough. But I think that we will make adjustments in the second half, and hopefully it'll be enough to catch up, and then we'll see if it ends up being by 3 to 7 points at that point. So very cool story there with the kicker making the winning field goal against the Cougs and got a scholarship. Grady Gross. 4th down and 8. Kick is up. And it's good. Nice job, Huskies. 20-3. Unbelievable. Well, when you got Michael Penix Jr., it shouldn't be that surprising. Like almost all the Pac-12 teams got a transferred quarterback. And if you get a transfer quarterback from the Big Ten, the SEC, Indiana had Michael Penix Jr. He wouldn't have, done anything special there going against Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, but then coming to a program like Washington. And it's like, they got quite a few pros on the team. This is not a team that just has, maybe one good player. They have many good players on the roster. You don't go 12-0 by accident. So their coaching has been phenomenal. DeBoa. Let's go, baby. But a lot of the Ducks players, I guarantee they're not, oh, we lost. Like, they're still going to think that, we're going to have to fight and hopefully we can make it to overtime or we can catch up. It's not like you didn't get this far just to roll over and die. Now, if the Huskies execute and they, end up blowing us out, yeah, that'll be obviously they won that battle of the line of scrimmage and they got it done. But I know we're going to make adjustments and we'll fight in the second half. So. But if our O-line and D-line played like they did all year, the score is not this. It'd be maybe 17-14. 17-13, something like that. It would be much, much closer. Back and forth, back and forth. This team scores, this team scores. But when you can't get your running game going and then you had a 3 and out early, that was kind of like a big slap in the face. Like, we don't do 3 and outs, Everybody's been quiet. Shotgun set. Maybe Bo needs to run with his legs, There we go. Go, go, go. Go. Block for him. Block for him. Come on, Troy. I know you're. Oh, well, late flag. Where's the flag at? There got to be a flag. That was hella late. Come on, baby. Let's go. There we go, Bo. Bo knows. Let's go, baby. Momentum, 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 momentum. Hey, if we can't get it out of Troy Franklin, that shoulder is fucked. Go to Tez. Bo, run. Nick's going deep. Who's back there? Nobody. Incomplete. Come on, Bo. Bo knows. We just got to get a tutty. Get that one. Get that monkey off our back, baby. Let's go. Get the monkey off the back. Meg in the building. How are you? There we go. First down, Ducks. Move the chains. Yes. Sorry about your lights. That's but we'll figure things out. We'll figure things out. First down and 10, 20-3 Huskies. If we can get a touchdown here before half, we'll be fine. 20-10 is a hell of a lot better than 20-3, but you got to give Huskies credit, and they're undefeated. It's not like we're playing a scrub team. Oh, shit. What happened to my hands? Come on, Ducks. Let's go. Yeah, luckily the Ducks are one of the best second half adjusting teams in college football. But again, if you get down by too much, even with their proper adjustments, it may be too little too late. But, both of these offenses are very high-powered offenses. So we'll see. But you got to give Huskies all that love and credit. They are kicking ass and taking names. Bo? He's got his hands all over him. That's PI. You can't be hugging him all the way down at the very end and think that's not going to be a penalty. Come on, Muhammad. That's a fucking penalty. I mean, that's very clear. You're hugging him. You can't have your hands on him right here. Hands, 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 hands. Jesus Christ, bro. What are you thinking? Oh, it's over his head. You're holding him for 10 yards. Like, if that's not a hold, I don't know what the fuck a hold is. Yeah, but the defensive player can't do that. After 5 yards, you can't be having your hands in that position up that high where the ref can see you. Offensive player, it's one thing, but if it's a defensive player, they're typically going to call that on the defense. Come on, Bo, run, run, run. Ooh, he took a pop. Let's go, baby. Come on, Bo. Here we go. Let's get in the end zone. Bo. Oh, I don't know if I like that play. Come on, baby. I mean, usually if the offensive player has the hands on the player and they push off, then you're going to get like an offensive pass interference. But if they both got hands on each other, it's going to be a defensive penalty 9 times out of 10. Come on, Bo. Right there. Let's go, baby. We needed that so bad. Let's go. What a fucking catch. Yeah, but you're already up 20 to possibly 10. I mean, it's not like things have been going good for us. But I know why you're upset because reflect, we're going to be coming in the second half, and then if we end up coming back and winning, penalties are going to be one of those things that we will talk about. Stuff that's called and stuff that's not going to be called. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Ducks. What a catch. What a fucking catch. One-handed? Jesus Christ, you got to be kidding me. One-handed. What in the left hand on top of that with the knee coming down? That was fucking beautiful. There's some wide receivers that can't even make that play. Unbelievable. I see you, Big Red. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, but also too, we actually, on that other play, like I said, Washington held on the O-line, the corner held the Washington wide receiver. So there's always going to be plays that are going to be called and they're not going to be called. They're going to be called right. They're going to be called wrong. That's just a part of college football and a part of the NFL. You're never going to get all the calls that you want, unfortunately for me and for you. 20-10 Huskies. But I mean, if we're giving grades on the first half, the Huskies get a fucking A+. The Ducks are at like a C+. And we have a lot of ground to make up. But again, if we can end up getting that big play, that pick six, that fumble for a touchdown, that punt return, kick return for a touchdown, something big, that could be the difference. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. It's a big call or big no call. It sure is. Because and I know that we're coming in the second half. You know it. I mean, what I'm saying? It's not like we're going to play like this the rest of the game. You know what I mean? Like, we started off slow. You guys played great, and then we make the adjustments, and then we'll see if we can come back and if, we get the comeback victory or not. But if you guys play identical to how you guys played, I mean, you're going to win. We'll still come back to a certain degree, but you'll still continuously score field goals and touchdowns here and there. And, maybe you guys end up with like 34-37. And if you end up with 34-37, that might be enough. Because, I mean, you got to think 37, that means that we would have to score 4 touchdowns, 2 in the third and 2 in the fourth. And I don't know if we can do that. So we will see. Oh, baby. Big penalty. Well, nice comeback, though, for the Ducks. Nice job, Bo. Bo knows. Let's go, baby. Michael Penix Jr. playing like a stud as well. I see you. And it'll be very, very interesting if the Huskies decide, since they're up, if they're going to run the football and give it to Dylan Johnson, right, and see if he can exploit and bleed the clock, and then the passing game will open up. Or, if they decide to go away from the run, that'll actually benefit maybe Oregon, depending on if our secondary can do anything. And then if Michael Penix Jr. is, it's like throw, and then we finally play some good defense, maybe we can come back in this game. But we will have to wait and find out. Pac-12 championship, Oregon Ducks versus the Washington Huskies, and it's a great one. My, oh, my. Let's go. Oh, golly. Everyone go to the bathroom, get your snacks, get situated. And, this was me, all day today. This anticipation was killing me. And then after that first quarter, there's me. The biscuit is Oregon. Chris Farley is me. And at this point, now I'm David Spade, Life's a garden. Dig it, okay? I'm feeling pretty good right now. Now, is it ideal? No. I'd be love to be up 20-10 instead of being down 20-10, but I feel that our chances are pretty fucking good now going into the second half since we at least got a field goal and a touchdown. But again, you already knew the game was fucked at the very beginning when we went 3-and-out. That was kind of the writing on the wall. Like we never go 3-and-out, and then it is what it is. So, which late hit on Herbert? The one by Jerry Tillery, the former Charger, when he did it out of bounds? That one? Oh, that was hella dirty. But Tillery's got some dirtiness in his bones, though. I'm not saying he's Vontae's perfect, but I remember that hit. I mean, I watch a lot of games, so. All right, let's look at the stat line here that they're bringing up. Bo Nix, 12 for 19, 117 passing yards, 81 yards after catch, one passing TD. And then let's go to Michael Penix Jr. And Michael Penix Jr. stats, let's bring those up. They just had the score and everything and all the stats, and then they dropped the graphic. 16 for 22, 192 yards, 0 TD, 0 picks. Dylan Johnson, 10 carries for 56 yards and a tutty. Bucky Irving, 6 carries, 13 yards. Unacceptable. We need to run the football. And then Troy Franklin is hurt. Terrence Ferguson, God bless you. But someone needs to step up. And if it's not Troy, we got to get Bucky in the passing game or Tez more opportunities. I don't know what we're going to do, but I guarantee right now there's a lot of fucking yelling in the locker room, and that's what they're going to need. Booger McFarland, no one cares. You're stupid, and you have nothing important to say. Everyone's ears bleed and eyes bleed when you talk. You shouldn't even be on here. You're terrible. Terrible. There's some guys that are doing, college football and NFL commentary and breakdowns, but Booger is unacceptable. Oh, the first drive on the Ravens? I don't know if I saw it. Oh, you sent it to me. Let me look. I watched a little bit of this game. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, I did this game. I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely was late. Sometimes it's like a bang bang play, and there's like a little bit of a nudge, but then that other player, the second player, comes in and kind of puts the shoulder in. And Herbert isn't a flopper. He ain't like LeBron James, LaFlop James, where LeBron is flopping on every fucking play. Herbert is a guy that'll never go down and like fake an injury or like go down, and try to call. I mean, I've seen him actually try to flop a couple times, but compared to other quarterbacks, he's not really known as a flopper. Most of the time, he tries to run over the guy or just get towards the sideline. But even Herbert, it's not like every quarterback has never flopped. There's going to be certain times where you're trying to get a penalty on the other team. But yeah, that definitely should have been called. Let me know what you guys want to do. What you guys want to do for photos. If there's anything that you guys want to see, let me know, and I got you. I go with Terrence Ferguson. So whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. That's what Booger said. No, you got to be kidding me. Really? Golly. You score more points, you win the game. Really? That's how it goes? I see you, Ferg. Mamacita. Oh man, this is one of those games. You anticipate so many things, so many scenarios, how things can go well or things can fall apart, and at least at this point, we're in a position where we could come back and win. Will we? I don't know, but it is definitely going to be a very exciting second half. But bottom line, it's not. I don't think necessarily Oregon played bad. We need to give credit to the Huskies. I know Oregon fans won't. A lot of them will be haters. Oh, Oregon sucks this, Oregon that, Oregon this. But sometimes it's the opposite side, and the Huskies have been fantastic. Michael Penix Jr., Dylan Johnson, Rome Odunze. I got to get a Rome photo up here. I mean, he's been too good for me not to throw a Rome up. So let me get some Rome up here. And by not being biased and keeping it 100, the sports gods will see that, and hopefully, we'll get a little bit of action here in the second half, and maybe we can end up getting this dub. But we want to make sure we're showcasing greatness, even if it's not on the particular team that you root for or I root for. I root for greatness, and I'm definitely seeing it today. Oh, Rome, I see you. And I will be doing Alabama, Georgia at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I know it's a little early. Some people will be busy doing other things, but I have never missed a SEC championship or a Big Ten. I like all of these. I watch all of them. I haven't missed one in a long, long time. I know obviously the Big Ten championship was Sarah's Iowa, Hawkeyes. We know that's going to get ugly. I wish it was Ohio State and Michigan in a rematch, but again, I guess and now with the restructuring of the division, I wonder how that's going to work. Are we going to have like a North and a South, like play each other like with the Pac-12? Is it going to be based off record? And I know some people would bitch and complain because it would probably be Michigan and Ohio State every year, but that would give more motivation for Oregon, Washington, USC, and Penn State to step up. And obviously, if you have better teams in the division, there's going to be upsets. And you're not going to see Michigan and Ohio State go undefeated anymore, especially when you have USC, Oregon, and Washington in the mix. Even UCLA. I mean, I wouldn't take them out of the mix either. Sometimes they can surprise you and win a game that you think they have no chance of winning. Big facts. Look at McFarland. If they go out there and they score a lot of points, they may win the game. No way. No way, Booker. Really? And the sad thing is this guy was on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like my favorite football team. But again, he didn't play in the Super Bowl when I ended up winning it with Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, John Lynch, Rondé Barber, and Mike Allstott, the A Train. He was injured and he got his ring, right? But he was a non-factor. Who was that? Aaron Rodgers? All right, Oregon. We got to come out of the gate swinging. Bucky Irving gets going. That'll help us get this dub. He's going to be a big part, of this offense in the second half if we're going to win. Come on, Bucky. We need you, bro. Feel me? I mean, even if Bo Nix needs to run the RPO and he needs to run it himself, I mean, if that's what it takes for us to come back and win the game, then we got to do whatever it takes. And also, it's a different type of environment when you play a Pac-12 championship game that's not in your own stadium. It's like it's not in Autzen. It's with that vibe. It's not in Seattle at Husky Stadium. I mean, we're in Vegas, and so if it's in Vegas, it's probably 2-1 Oregon fans there. I'm not sure how many Husky fans made the trip. I'm not saying that Husky fans are poor. They got money. They can end up going. They go to Seahawks games. They go to Mariner games. They go to Kraken games. But based on a lot of the reports and things that I saw, it seems like there's more Oregon fans that are there, but it still doesn't feel like a Oregon home game. It's neutral. So I see you, Bucky. We need you to get going, brother. How long is this goddamn halftime? I know they got this Dr. Pepper thing. Let's get the game going again. Golly. Anticipation is just killing me. 20-10 Huskies. I might have to go check up on Paisley since this halftime Dr. Pepper thing is going so long. Jeremiah versus Muhammad. Let's go, brothers. All right. Well, you guys watch Dr. Pepper. Whoever gets the most footballs in there, I'm going to go check up on Paisley unless she's cuddled up like a burrito, which she might. So give me one sec here, and then we'll be back to the action. Hopefully. All right. Give me a minute, and let me go take a peek on the Paisley pup. Oh, shout out to Muhammad. Muhammad Adam, 100,000. Longest freaking halftime ever. So I gave Paisley a record number of kisses that she probably can get in a short period of time. She's snuggled up like a little burrito on the couch. One of the best catches for the Oregon Ducks all season, and that might have saved our season. He doesn't make that catch, we go down 20-6. Not as likely to probably come back in this game. So Randy Orton on SmackDown. I was SmackDown. Is anybody watching it? Ooh, Boston looks like they're about to get a dub, 121-116 over the Sixers with 18 seconds left. That's a big win for them. Browns turn to Joe Flacco against the Rams. Let me take a look to see what else we got going on in the sport world. All right, only 2 games on the NHL slate. Sharks 6, Devils 3. Odin's son is crying tears, not tears of joy. Blue Jackets 4, Senators 2. Nothing really there. On the NBA side, Celtics about to wrap up this dub against the Sixers. We got Pelicans 103, Spurs 92. And then final scores, we got Magic 130, Wizards 125, Knicks 119, Raptors 106, and Grizzlies 108, 94 over the Mavs. Nuggets and Suns coming up here momentarily after the Celtics game ends. That's actually a pretty good game. And then tomorrow, again on the slate, looks like we got Liberty 42, New Mexico State 35, and the Conference USA Championship that no one cares about. And then obviously 2010 Huskies up on the Ducks in the Pac-12 Championship. And then the schedule for tomorrow, Texas is playing Oklahoma State 11-1 versus 9-3. And that's at 9 a.m. I'll be up early watching that. Then we'll do a stream for Georgia and Bama. Number 1 Georgia, number 8 Alabama for the SEC Championship on CBS at 1. Georgia is favored by 5. I'll be doing that. And we got Tulane and SMU for the American Athletic Championship. No one cares about that either. Michigan going against Iowa. Michigan will blow out Iowa probably by 40 or 50 or 60. Who knows what it'll be? Probably 20 or more. And Florida State versus Louisville. And again, we're probably rooting for Louisville to win, so that way we can actually get a proper team at number 4 that won't get obliterated by Georgia. I mean, Georgia will probably obliterate a lot, but nobody's going to want to see undefeated Florida State 13-0 with their backup QB going against Georgia and losing by 30 or 40. It would be like literally the least watched playoff game in college football history. No one's going to watch that. I mean, even if they had their quarterback still out there, Travis, I mean, they're the kind of Fugazi, top 10 team in my opinion, but we will see. We will see. But I am looking forward to that Georgia-Bama game. That one will be pretty good tomorrow. And then on Sunday, what do we got going on there? We got Chargers, Patriots, Cardinals, Steelers. We got Colts, Titans, Broncos, and Texans. That's going to be a good one. I'll be looking forward to that. Lions, Saints. I'll be looking forward to that. Falcons, Jets, Dolphins, Commanders, Panthers, Bucks, Niners, Eagles. I'll be doing a stream for that. Browns, Rams, and then Chiefs, Packers on Sunday night. So it'll be a long day on Sunday, but I think it'll be worth it. Niners and Eagles, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better matchup than that. The 2 best teams in the NFL, arguably. So. All right, what are we at? 10? We got 90 to go. Hopefully we get some more goats to come through to show some love. We've been saying that like a broken record in all of 2023. Hopefully 2024 is much better than 2023. 2022 was insane. It was amazing. 2023, If you know, you know. And hopefully 2024 will be a hell of a lot better than 2023. Let's go, Ducks. Go, baby. We're down 20-10. Yeah, we haven't been able to run anything. Defense hasn't been good. D line hasn't been good. Offensive line hasn't been good. Bo Nix hasn't really been throwing that well. Running game has been eliminated. And then Troy Franklin got hurt, so it's not ideal. But if it wasn't for Ferg coming up with that big catch, this game is over. Let's go. Let's go, Ducks. Dodgers are interested in Lucas. I mean, the Dodgers are interested in fucking everybody. They want everybody on their team. Goats. Where are you at? Come on, Ducks. Let's go. First down and 10. Hand off. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. There we go. First down, Ducks. I love the play call. Let's go. First down and 10. Next, going long, going deep, and complete. At least Troy Franklin is out there. It looks like he's a little bit better. Let's go, Bo. Let's go, Ducks. Second down and 10. Let's get those likes up. Shotgun set. Bo. Nice job, Troy. Third down and 5. We gotta get. What are we at on the likes right now? Hopefully we can get that up to as close to 20 as possible by the time the game ends. And complete. Taz looking for a flag, not getting one. Yeah, why are we going deep? Why don't you go and do that short route right there? Fourth down and 5. 9 to go. 9 to go and 90 to go. Got a long ways to go. Come on, Bo. 4th and 5. Golly, we going for it? Shotgun set. Nix. Golly, first down, Ducks. Move the chains. What a risky play call, but it worked. Let's go. Uncle Mo, baby. Get that momentum. Pass incomplete. Yeah, I was looking at the scores at halftime, saw that they got the dub. Congrats on that. Hands up. Good defense there by the Huskies. I want to see some more RPO with Bo Nix running the football. I know they want to be able to, get these receivers and tight ends into a groove. And I want to see, Bucky and James, the running backs, get some rhythm as well. But sometimes you got to use your best player and use him as a weapon. And obviously when Bo is a runner, he's just as good as Bucky Irving or James or Noah Whittington, in my opinion, as a runner. So stuffed at the line. Got to gain about 1-2. Third down and 9. 20-10 Huskies. Come on, Ducks. Trips right. Shotgun set. Good protection up front. Wide open. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I figured we'd have way more people. I guess a majority of the country, if you live in the Midwest or the East Coast or the South, I guess you just don't give a shit. I mean, unless you got something really, special going on Friday night. But I mean, I ain't missing no Pac-12 championship or SEC championship. And plus, these teams are good this year. All right, come on, Ducks. Second down and 2. Let's go, Bucky. Bo with the keeper. Oh, Bo should have just ran that himself. Come on, Dan. Let's get these play calls going. We got to make sure we punch him right in the mouth. Let's go, offensive line. Come on, Ducks. Run the RPO. Trips left. Man in motion. Bo. Screen pass. Get that. First down. Nice. First down, Ducks. Chief in the building. What's good, bro? Yeah, I mean, like I said, you got to give the Huskies all the credit, in that first half. And we got lucky there at the end of the first half. And I hope that you're doing well, too. What's going good in your life? Have you been eating any deliciousness? Obviously with some of the restaurants and, we usually try to, I don't really eat out like I used to and whatnot, but usually I'll live vicariously through you and Shep when you guys send me photos of food. First and goal. Shotgun set. Nix. Berg. Trying to go up one-handed again. Is that the best play call that we got right now? I know Ferg went up with that one-handed catch. That was amazing. And, a lot of these guys got hands all over the player. That's not a penalty? I guess they're letting them play or picking and choosing what's a penalty and what's not a penalty. Three tight ends, second and goal. Nix, Bucky. Husky defense is improved since the last time that we played, for sure. I appreciate that. Third and goal. Yeah. What was the price on the sandwich that you ended up sending me? It was like brisket, right? What was the price on that? Was it like reasonably priced? It looked delicious, man. I got to live vicariously through you guys since, I don't really eat a lot of that anymore. Bo with a fake. Another fake. Bo goes down to was he at the 1.5 yard line? Fourth and goal. All right, what do we do here? Do we take the 3 and be conservative or do we go for the touchdown? What do we do here? Oregon, 4th and goal. I mean, I guess, we're going to live and die by this kind of method. We're either going to get in or we're going to try to get a safety if we don't get in. So field goals off the table. Trips right. Go. Come on, Bo. Run it in yourself. Come on, Bo. Run, Bo. Let's go, baby. Touchdown. T. Ferg. Not with one, but two, baby. Let's go. Unbelievable. I mean, this takes a lot of guts. And, when you don't really have an offense that's been rolling like we normally roll, what a throw. What a catch. Unbelievable. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here we come. Extra point is up, and it's good. 2017 Huskies. The momentum has shifted, baby. And I think everyone knew it. Husky fans knew it. Ducks fans knew it. You got to go for it. You got to, like I said, if you don't have confidence in that kicker, sometimes you got to have someone step up. And this is one of the best games for Terrence Ferguson, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There we go, Matt. You feeling a little bit better? Sometimes you got to give credit where credit's due. You just can't be a hater and just talk a bunch of shit, like against our own team or the other team. Sometimes you just got to give credit where credit is due. NC Jolly in the building. What's good, baby? He said, Rip Pac 12 in the Big 12. How are you, brother? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. How about a little cactus jack? Bang, bang. $5 holla. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. It's been a minute. How are you doing, man? How's everything going with you mentally? How's everything going with you and the fam? Hopefully everything is going well. It's been a minute. We missed you. Yeah. 85 to go. Hopefully, we get one of the goats to come through and to bless us today. Blessings have been far and few between in 2023 compared to 2022, but I still have faith. Some Joe Milton. Nice. Good choice, bro. I like it when I get like an option that, most people wouldn't maybe necessarily bring up. So that's awesome, bro. Good choice. Oh, that's a fire photo. I appreciate you, brother. Milton, SEC. I mean, pretty soon it's just going to be two super conferences with the Big Ten and the SEC. Big facts. Here we go. Momentum has shifted. Let's go, baby. 2017 Huskies. Let's go. Go Ducks. Pac-12 championship. Now it looks like finally what everyone thought it was going to be. Close, within 3 points. Michael Penix Jr. And then normally what happens in this type of situation, this is where the Ducks end up having the momentum, right? And we come up with a huge play. A pick six, a fumble for a touchdown, a sack lunch, yum, 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 yum. Something big, a big stop. And then, if we end up scoring and then we take the lead up 24-20, it's all about momentum and that Uncle Mo. I'm not saying that we're going to get a pick six or a fumble for a touchdown on this particular drive of the Huskies, but a lot of times once the momentum is shifted, usually, Oregon will find a way to make a big, big play. 2017 Huskies. Hit him. Nice block by the Huskies. Tackle him. First down, Huskies. Trips left. Shotgun set. Penix Jr. Jalen McMillan. Let's go, baby. Big, big touchdown at the end of the first half. Big, big touchdown here in the beginning of the third quarter. Starting to feel like, okay, we started off really, really slow, but it's not how you start. It's how you finish. Let's go. Second down and 6. Shotgun set. Michael Penix Jr. And we want to make sure we're giving the proper appreciation. I'll throw the Husky logo up there. We ain't going to be biased. We're going to make sure we're keeping it 100. Let's go. Second down and 6. Let's go, Ducks. We got a blitz up the middle, picked up. That's got to be a hold. Almost a pick. Where was the hold on the offensive line there? Big third down for the Huskies. Let's go, baby. Number 5, Oregon Ducks. Number 3, Washington Huskies. The last Pac-12 championship ever. Let's go. All right, brother. Third down and 6. Oh, that's got to be a false start on the Huskies. Let's go. Let's go. False start, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Come on, baby. Third down and 10. Big play for the Ducks. Shotgun set. Pressure. Get him. Picked. Your boy with the ESP, baby. What did I say? After that big touchdown at the end of the first half, the touchdown at the beginning of the second half. And what do? We usually end up making a big play, a pick six, a fumble for a touchdown, a sack lunch. We didn't get the pick six, but we got the pick that we needed. Let's go. Let's go. There we go, baby. Sometimes a team, and, this is my team. I should know, and I've seen every game that they've played, and I know the way that the momentum works. And typically once you end up getting a score and the momentum is shifted, that's when the defense ends up making a big, big play. Kyrie Jackson, the Alabama transfer, third pick. Let's go. Here we go. Now we score here. We go up 24-20 or tie it up 20-20. Let's go. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Still aren't really able to capitalize on the run just yet, but it's all about that momentum, baby. Let's go. Oh, baby. 2017. Shotgun set. Knicks. Get rid of it. Run, run, run. Run. What was that? What was that? Throw it out of bounds, Bo Nix. Throw it out of bounds. How are we going to get the momentum and get a pick and you throw such a shitty pass like that? What was that? Throw it out of bounds. Unbelievable. That was the dumbest shit ever. That was terrible. That was one of the worst picks I've seen all year. And what are they saying, that he dropped the football there at the very end? Oh, how are we going to end up getting the big pick like that? And then all of a sudden we're going to have a throw like that. Unbelievable. That was terrible. I mean, Bo only had 2 picks going into the, game all year. 2, unbelievable. That's, I don't even know what to say. I mean, I get it, trying to make a play, but when a play gets blown up and they're playing a zone, right, just run it yourself, gain some yardage, or even take like a -1 loss, or throw it out of bounds. Anything towards the sideline, chances are is going to get picked. Every once in a while you'll have a player make a play, but that's just being a little too overconfident there. Luckily, we had a touchdown at the beginning of the third quarter, so now we're close. So, oh, Dumbo, dumb. Oh, that was one of the worst plays I think I've seen Bo do all year. You know what I mean? It's not like he's had a bunch of picks, but decision making is everything. Like, you had the momentum at the end of the first half. You got the score that you needed in the beginning of the third quarter. Then I said, okay, we're going to end up getting the turnover, because that's typically what happens with Oregon. They lift up and they make a big play once the momentum is shifted. We got it with Jackson, and then one play later, he just gave it away, where we could have tied the game or took the lead. So, this game. I mean, obviously, Ferg with those big plays, I mean, you probably start thinking that you can pull off anything, and I understand, but there's a time and a place for everything, and that one hurts. Oh man. Well, if our defense can step up, and as long as we don't give up a tutty, hopefully, and we can get the ball back either off a stop or we only give up 3 off the turnover, but it is a common thing that typically happens, a turnover and then another play, another turnover, right back to back. But I mean, we can't afford too many plays like that if we want to try to come up with this win. Oh, Bo. What are you thinking, man? I mean, I know you didn't see that player that was out of bounds that came back in, but third pick of the season, 39 touchdowns, 3 picks. Thank God that wasn't in the fourth quarter. Nice catch there by Jalen McMillan. Yeah, Bo will move. That's one thing you can give credit to Bo. Bo never hangs on to bad things because he doesn't have any bad things to hang on to. He's had 3 picks all year, which is fucking insane if you really think about it. I think he's got the least amount of picks out of all the stud quarterbacks that potentially would be coming out of the draft. So, it's about maturity, and being able to get past, tough situations. Bad quarterbacks, they hang on to that pick for the rest of the game. Good quarterbacks, they compartmentalize and, they try to be able to, associate, okay, I fucked up, let's move forward. Picked! Oh! And there's the flag. Fucking A. They're just holding everyone on the secondary for the Ducks and Huskies is like holding on every fucking play. But I get it. I mean, you got potentially Troy Franklin NFL, Rome Odunze NFL, maybe Jalen McMillan possibly NFL as well. It's like you got lots of NFL players out there. We got to hold them to a field goal or nothing. I mean, ideally it would be great to get a big play. Johnson with the short gain. We've had one really big defensive play. We need a couple more. Like I said, that's just the way that it goes. Fumble for a touchdown, pick six, a fumble, recovery, an interception, whatever it may be. And again, Michael Penix Jr. isn't going to be throwing, too many picks. Usually in a game like this, or the last time they played Oregon, he had one. So I don't know how many more you're going to get out of him. The most that he'll probably throw is 2, but you'd get really lucky if you get that second one. And you got to capitalize off of it if you do get the second one, unless it's a fumble and we punch it out. Come on, Ducks. 3rd down and 2. Come on, baby. The dog father and Paisley pup. We need a dub, baby. We need a dub, baby. 3rd down and 2. Reverse. Fake reverse. Oh, he fell down. Yes. Unbelievable. The turf monster got him. Unbelievable. That was a easy 1st down. Wow. That was like the sports gods, just like, whoop. There's no way that he falls down here. Unbelievable. Not even touched. Let's go. Go Ducks. 4th down and 2. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Ducks. Shotgun set. Michael Penix Jr. Get him! Yes! What'd I say, man? You got to get a pick. You got to get a fumble. You got to get a sack. And there it is. The Ducks are going to be able to bring that pressure, and eventually you're going to capitalize. The first half, we got dominated. Second half, you get the interception. You also get the sack lunch. Here we come. There we go. There we go. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you. You got to be able to, have people to talk to. And, obviously, building, nice bonds with people and being able to be a positive influence for people in a good room where we don't have toxic people here. It's really important to me. Like I said, I would rather have, the structure that we have now than be at 25,000 subs. Like would I love to be at 25,000 subs right now? But if I'm at 25,000 subs and we have a lot of toxic people in the room, I wouldn't enjoy it. You know what I mean? I'd just be booting people and timing out people all stream long. And same thing with the mods. And I don't want them to work. I want them to enjoy the games and being able to vibe with each other. So I appreciate you. $5 holla. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $5. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Appreciate you. Catania in the building. What's good? Bama, roll tide. It's been a minute. How are you? Yeah, I've missed your cooking. I hope you and the daughter are doing well. Are you living in Alabama or are you in Oregon now? Where are you living? I hope everything is going good with you and the family. And I miss you. I don't really talk to a whole lot of the other people that that we used to all kind of group and associate with. And I'm just on the grind. But hey, I will be doing the SEC championship game tomorrow. So I don't know if you have plans or if you're going to be busy. But if you want to be able to watch together, I will be doing the game tomorrow. That will be my one stream tomorrow, doing the Georgia Bulldogs versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. So great to see you in the room. It's been a minute. Like I said, a lot of times. Well, like I said, if I'm doing a Bama or an SEC game, then I know I'm going to get some of the people that represent those teams that will probably come through. But it has been a minute, but I hope that you're doing well. Tanya is an amazing cook. Like obviously, I got the dreams and the goals. I got to be able to establish myself here. Then eventually, if I can get the proper support that I feel that I deserve at some point, and if I'm able to open up a studio here and be able to help other people's dreams come true, kids and adults, whether it be TikTok or YouTube with editing and having somewhere where they can go and have a positive place where they can record and get, some good advice and good editing, thumbnails and editing and being able to have that support system. I want to do that. And then also, obviously, down the road, if I was able to do like a Northwest Sports Fanatics bar and grill, if I was going to end up having my lead cook, who my lead cook would be, it would be Catania. So I miss your cooking, though. I'll tell you, I've been on a diet. I Paisley pup, my pup. I've got her to lose a lot of weight, and I've lost probably about 70 pounds since COVID. So I'm really grinding and trying to be more positive in my life. So you're still in Bama. Good for you. And it's probably best for you to be there near more of your family and the parents and whatnot. But I mean, at least you were able to make some good friendships, while you were here, with like Chris and Sam and whatnot. And yeah, I mean, like I said, sometimes, you want everyone to be able to get along and have everyone being able to vibe together. But sometimes people outgrow other people. And, sometimes, it's just not going to be the same. But we always have kind of seen eye to eye with things. And we have that same passion for football, college football, and the NFL. And your Falcons, they might end up winning the NFC South. I don't want to win it. So it's going to be between you and the Saints. But congratulations on that big win. Jesse Bates III is the biggest pickup that you guys have had on the Falcons in years. And he's doing exactly what he did on the Bengals for you guys. And that pick six was beautiful. All right. Once we get to the commercial break, I'll be able to do that for you. Oh, wow. Look at your son. What's your son's name? I know you've told me before. And how old is your son now? You've lost 40? Nice. Yeah, I stopped doing beer, booze, no fast food, no soda. I walk 2 hours a day with my pup, so it's like I've really changed my life for the better. Second down and three. Next, pump fake. Go, Bo, go. Run, run, run. Run, Bo, run. Run, Bo, run. All you got to do is Bo leave, baby. He's bodacious. Unbelievable. Let's go. Hell yeah. Me and Catania losing weight. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, Brian, you have no idea, bro. Like we used to party at a house where it was me and a few other roommates, and we'd have huge house parties with, 20, 30, 40 people, beer pong, all that, football games, wrestling, whatever it is. And, we'd have like a Friendsgiving. And I mean, we're talking crab puffs, anything that you could think of. Catania can do it. You know what I mean? Like I said, you don't even, if you need to look at a recipe, you can do that. But yeah, fantastic cook. Flag on the play. Touchdown, Ducks! Jackson Powers. But there's a flag on the play. Knee is down. Offsides on the defense. Could you imagine if that knee wasn't down? Yeah, but not only Bo leaving Auburn, but to have this success, he wasn't going to do shit at Auburn, but to leave Auburn and then to actually be in the Heisman, category. Wow, he was down and then they punched it out. I mean, just a split second before, but look at him go in there with the that punch out. That Charles Peanut Tillman. Bang! Julian Brent Nichols Werner. 11 months on the 11th. Nice, bro. All right, let me send these 2 photos here. I know you sent 3, and then the kitty cats. Yeah. Well, Auburn really hasn't been relevant since Cam Newton beat Oregon in the Natty years ago. So, all right, we're about to get a score here. Let's go. And I sent the photos to Sarah so that way I can format them and bring them over here to the stream. So we'll see your beautiful baby boy. And we ain't talking Tyrese, baby boy. First down and 5. 2017 Huskies. Let's go, Bo. Run it yourself if you need to. Yes, sir. Touchdown, Ducks. Here we come. I mean, Husky fans knew. Reflect knew. Let's go. What a big comeback after that boneheaded interception by Bo Nix. Extra point is up, and it's good. Let's go, Matt. Woo! Hell yeah. Finally, we can smile as Duck fans. We were, very somber and not a whole lot to, get excited for, but you talk it into existence. Your team, they're a second half adjustment team. You got to have a little bit of luck involved as well, but amazing. Amazing. Oh, the baby boy. I don't got no kids of my own, but I got a Paisley pup. You feel me? I'm a dog father, not Snoop Dogg, though. Oh, baby boy getting on the stream. He's famous. And we ain't talking famous Jameis. He's much better. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, good. Sometimes you got to be able to make better decisions. And obviously, where you were with your life and where I was, at in my life. I mean, but when at that time back in the day, I mean, no kids for you, just no extra really responsibilities besides just making sure rent is paid and you have a job and you can take care of yourself and you can party and do whatever, right? So, but then when you end up, for me having a fur baby and you having a human adult baby, right? Get him. But you have to be able to understand that it's not about you anymore. It's about, for me, the fur baby, Paisley Pup, and it's about, your daughter. So he's a handsome little fella. Oh, baby, 24-20, Oregon. Let's go. Foot on the gas. Gas, brake, dip. Gas, brake, dip. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here comes the blitz. Get him. Oh, he's wide open. Shit. Polk with the catch. Strip it. Out of bounds. Yeah, I put him up. I got one right here. Handsome little feller. Got another one right here. And then the last one, I got to format that last one. Him and the John Deere. Penix Jr. towards the sideline. Hit him. All right, I got last one coming up. Hey, yeah, yeah. We got one baby. We got two babies. We got the third baby. Oh, in the John Deere. That's plush. I see you. First down and 10. Shotgun set. Michael Penix Jr. Get him. Wow, what a catch. McMillan. Get those likes up. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. All of that. Let's go. Focus, focus, focus. Fried rice, Asian-inspired ribeye steaks, and some shrimp. Oh, don't even talk. If you're going to be talking shrimp rangoons or crab puff, I mean, that's like, you're speaking another crazy language to me because you already know. I can only, oh my God, I can only imagine. Oh my gosh. So did you end up purchasing, or did you go in the kitchen and you put in the work? I mean, either way, whatever you decide to do. Tomorrow, making the hot barbecue wings, the Rotel dip. Oh my gosh, Rotel dip. That was our thing. The Rotel dip. Watching Bama play football on Saturdays with a pork tenderloin, and oh man, you got it made. Hopefully, people appreciate you. Down there in Bama. You, friends, family, whoever you're cooking for. Regardless if it's just you and your daughter, but hopefully these people are giving you hugs and kisses and saying thank you, because not everyone, can do things like that. So shout out to you. Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't know if you got Instagram or like Twitter X or whatever that you use, but if you end up using Twitter X or Instagram or whatever you may have, you can always send me pictures of photos of food. People usually do that. I usually have my homie Lenny D. I usually have Chief or Chief, Shep. But it doesn't matter. A lot of these guys are going to be spread out. A couple of them are going to be like in the Midwest, East Coast, in the South, and whatnot, and anytime they end up making food or getting food, most of the time it's them getting food, but then they'll end up showing me some photos with that. So, man, Rotel dip. Shit, I think the last time I had Rotel dip was with you when we ended up watching Bama years ago at the house, the party house and whatnot. So, good memories for the most part. I don't think we really had a whole lot of bad memories at the house. So, Oh, man. End of the third quarter, 24-20 Oregon. But we're in a great position, right? Considering where we were, 20-10, and we ended up finding a way. So they haven't scored. They didn't score anything in the, we scored, 14? They scored nothing. So we got to keep this momentum going, baby. Yes, he is. Five likes to 20. A few more doll hairs to get us to the goal. Quite a few, actually. $80 to go. Yeah, if we had more people like Ryan, we'd already be at a hundo. First down and 10. Shotgun set. Penix Jr. Get him! Yes! Fumble! 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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go, Matt. What's good? Oh, let's go. Down 20-10. Let's go, baby. It's a fumble, baby. Fumble. 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 No question fumble. 100% fumble. Oh, baby. Ducks defense coming up big when it matters. Let's go. Get the fuck out of here. Incomplete pass. It's just like when we had that review, with JSN, with the Cowboys and the Seahawks. On a scale of 1 to 10, the ball moved to a 1, and then they called it back. Get out of here. Boo. Boo. Fuck out of here. Golly. All right, come on, Ducks. Second down and 10, 24-20 Oregon. The arm was slightly going forward, but we've seen that called incomplete. We've also seen that called a fumble. Let's be honest. Penix Jr., hands off. Johnson hit him. Strip that football. Third down and 3. It's like based off how the momentum was going, if we would have got that fumble and then scored, maybe the game is over at that point based off Uncle Mo. But shotgun set, Penix Jr. with the keeper. Oh, he got popped from behind on his back. First down, Huskies. Uh-oh, duck down. Duck down, duck down. Ooh, wow. We ain't talking Duck Dynasty, baby. Oh man, this game, and at least the game now is close. When it was 2010, and it's like when we're sitting at like what whatever the hell the score was, 17-3, 20-3. It looked terrible. So I mean, at least now it's like back and forth, back and forth. It just took us to halftime to be able to get to the third quarter, and then obviously the momentum. But we're always going to be one of the best second half teams, in college football. That's just who we are. We make the adjustments, and then you just have to hope that you can hold that team that has scored so much, obviously in that first half, and they haven't scored anything since. So amazing pup dad. I try to be. Mamacita. Yeah, I mean it's my daily duty to be able to give the Paisley pup as many kisses as possible. But again, anytime if I have a conversation on the phone, she'll like to nibble on the blanket. And then lo and behold, I look at the blanket. There's a big old pancake sized hole in the blanket, but I'm not throwing it away. I'm just going to, it's too nice of a blanket. Maybe my foot will fit in it or something. So let's go, baby. Oh, yeah. Here, I'll show you a photo. I don't know if because you haven't been in the streams for a little bit. Check this out. So obviously, this was with the ex girlfriend that I'm no longer with. Thank God. Um, my life is so much better now. You have no idea. Um, but this is Paisley in the old situation, not getting enough love and exercise. Overweight, fat, not happy. Upset, and then after me getting her, and it's been she's been with me now for about 5 or 6 months, just me and her, and working out, 2 hours a day, every day for 6 months. And once you have love for something other than yourself and you commit, right, then you get results like this to go from fatty dog, fat Paisley pup, to amazing, fit Paisley pup. Fat Paisley, unhappy Paisley, work out every day for 2 hours. This is like her 10 to 15 pounds overweight. And then here is how she is supposed to look like. Beautiful, perfect weight, you know what I mean? And happy. And that's what it's all about. It's your boy, O Dog, the dog father. Keeper. But that's love right there. Overweight, and like I said, that type of breed of pup too needs to be walked and exercised, a lot. Like they need, an hour to 2 hours every day. So bad situations will change. Absolutely. The toxic people are the worst. And unfortunately, I had a couple of them, for about 15 years of my life. One for 6, 7 years, and another one for about 8. And I'm just so blessed now to be past that. Touchdown, Huskies! Dylan Johnson with another tutty. Nice job, Dylan. Extra point is up, and it's good. Huskies take the lead. All right, Dylan, I see you. I'm not a hater. Let's go. Five more likes to 20. What do we need? 80 more to hit the goal? Well, at least it's a fun game now. I mean, it was hella stressful early on, especially being down, like 20-3 and then 20-10. But now at least it's like it could go either way, and let the best man win. If the Huskies end up winning the game, then they deserved it. They find enough. But I still think the Ducks have a great chance to win this. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's nervous. Yeah. I mean, most likely scenario, Georgia wins, but if Alabama plays well, there is a chance that they win, and they might even be able to get themselves in the college football playoff if they win. So it just depends on the committee, because if Alabama beats Georgia, and depending on how much they win by, it may not matter what Texas does, and if Florida State loses, maybe Bama gets in over Texas, and then it's Georgia, Bama, Oregon, or Washington and Michigan. So, but I'm excited. But it's probably got to be kind of tough to be able to, it's like you got the Falcons, that's your team, right? So you got the Atlanta vibe, but now you're starting to see like the Georgia Bulldogs kind of took the scepter, and they kind of took the crown. It was always Bama, 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 and in the last 2 years it's been Georgia, and now they're in the thick of things as well. So 27-24 Huskies. Oh baby, let's go. Go, Bo. Run that football. I mean, after you have that bad pick, run it. You're going to be able to get past most players. Georgia's not three-peating. There's a good chance that a Pac-12 team or a Michigan could possibly be champs at the end of the day. Georgia's team isn't as good as they were the last 2 years, but you would only know that if you're watching Georgia football. If you're not watching Georgia football and you're just looking at the rankings, then you just assume that they're just as good as the previous two number one teams, but they're not. They're not as good as the previous two number one teams that they had in the last 2 years. There's a little bit of wiggle room. They go three-peat? Yeah, but it's very difficult to three-peat. When's the last time a college team three-peated? Look it up. Second down and 3. Man in motion, shotgun set. Little screen pass. Come on, Bucky. There we go. Yeah, wouldn't that would be wild. That would be wild. Unfortunately, if Bama ended up beating Georgia, right? If that ended up happening, and if we can end up squeaking out this game and Michigan wins, and somehow you get in there as well, then it would probably end up being Michigan and Bama in the first round, and then Georgia and Oregon in the other matchup, 2 versus 3. But again, we all have to figure out what Texas does, and we have to figure out if Florida State loses, which I imagine the refs will make them lose. So that way we don't have any controversy with this team that doesn't even have their quarterback anymore, Travis, and that is undefeated. So, wow. Second down in 11. Trips left. Man in motion. Shotgun set for Nix. Screen pass. Makes a defender trip, but he still gets him by the shoestrings. Nice tackle by the Huskies. Third down and 9. Come on, Oregon. Let's go. Terrible. Normally 52% on third down. We're like 33% today, especially with that terrible first half. Shotgun set. Blitz up the middle. Nowhere to go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But again, if we punt it, they get 3, and then we get a touchdown. We just got to make sure that we sustain it's going to be whoever ends up having a better O-line and D-line is going to win this game, period. Who's going to end up digging deep here, the most to make the big plays. Snap is low. Thank God he got that. All right, Huskies, your turn. Yeah, but you don't watch college football. So if you did watch college football, the SEC is no longer the best conference anymore. I mean, it's debatable. I mean, obviously they got Georgia and Bama there, and then they're going to be able to get Oklahoma and Texas next year. But the Big Ten is going to be probably the new best conference moving forward, especially if the Pac-12 teams can step up because you're going to have Michigan, you're going to have Ohio State, and if Michigan wins it all this year, then the whole narrative is going to change. Or if a team like Oregon wins it all, right, the narrative is going to change. So then you got Ohio State, you got Michigan, right, you got Penn State, you got Oregon, you got Washington, you got USC. So, and then on the other side, you'll have Oklahoma and Texas, and Oklahoma really isn't that good anymore. Texas will be good. Then you got Bama and Georgia, but it all kind of depends on who wins the Natty this year. If it's an SEC team, then it might be SEC until someone beats them. But if it's not, and if the Big Ten or Pac-12 team, then the narrative will flip. So we will see. That's a good question. You should hit him up and find out. Yeah, I bet. Oh, baby, 9 minutes to go. First down and 10. Shotgun set. Four wide. Penix Jr. Pressure off the edge. Floater. Wow, what a catch. First down, Huskies. I thought that might have been a pick. That was close. Unbelievable. Second down and 5. Shotgun set. Penix Jr. with a keeper. Get him. First down, Huskies. Move the chains. He's got to hold him to a field goal. I mean, if we, realistically, I mean, if we could come up with a big play like a pick or a fumble or a sack lunch, a big stop would be great. But based off the momentum and the feel of the game, we just got to make sure it's not a touchdown, just a field goal. Then we're down by 6. Then we try to get a touchdown and then go from there. That's the mindset that we have to have. Try for the stop. And, if a Duck player can step up and make a big play, this is the time to do it. But if you are not going to make the big play, just make sure they don't score a touchdown on this drive. Give them only 3. Get him. Wow. First down, Huskies. That's a good question. They play tomorrow at 9 a.m. Screen pass. Hit him. It looks like he may play. I mean, I was trying to look to see if there was any updated information based off injuries, but they could always go with a combination of him and Arch Manning. First down, Huskies. Just got to hold them to a field goal somehow, some way. I mean, considering that we were down pretty much 20-3 to get it back to this point and even having the lead at any point of this game is pretty impressive, considering how flat we were in the first half. And then to go in 20-10 being down, hell of an effort. But again, we need a big play soon. Because once it goes to 34-24, this one's over. Second down and 1. Huskies driving. This could be the end of my Ducks here. I mean, it's like almost going to have to take like a miracle for us to be able to come back now. Shotgun set. Penix Jr. 1-on-1. Incomplete. Looked like a flag to me, but. All right, no problem. Thanks for coming in. Great seeing you. And I'll be doing the game tomorrow. Not sure if you can hop in, but I'll be doing the Bama and the Georgia Bulldogs tomorrow at 1. So hop in if you can. If not, talk soon. Enjoy that food for tomorrow. That Rotel dip. Rotel dip. Third down and 1. Please, come on now. Big play, big play. Third down and 1. First down, Huskies. Now we just dug ourselves in too much of a hole. It'd be really awesome for like a pick six or a fumble for a touchdown right now, huh? Oh, baby. Good tackle. Oh. Second and goal. Incomplete. Third and goal. Please, God. This might be the last time you see my duck gloves. Rest of the stream. This is it. Play the game. This is either going to determine if we can actually get a touchdown, hold them to a field goal, and win, or if the game is over right here. Come on, baby. Let's go, Ducks. Come on, Ducks. Third and goal. Play the game. Shotgun set. Michael Penix Jr. Floater. Touchdown, Huskies. And it's over. The Huskies win. Great play call there. Quentin Moore with the tutty. Well, that's what happens, Nice job by Michael Penix Jr. They're in the college football playoff, baby. Nice job. GG. Got nothing bad to say. Dug ourselves in too much of a hole. Extra point is up, and it's good. That Oregon by 9.5. I mean, there's a lot of money to be made. Well, congratulations to the Huskies. And again, I'll be rooting for them. So if they end up making the college football playoff, they're going to have to play Michigan. And if they can get past Michigan, who knows? Maybe the Huskies can keep up with Georgia if Georgia beats Bama. Maybe the Huskies can win it all. I just want to be able to see someone from the Big Ten or the Pac-12 win it all, when it actually feels like it's possible. So I would really wish it was us, but, the best team won. So I got nothing bad to say about the Huskies. Nice job, UW. Undefeated season. You got three teams now. I was really hoping Oregon would be that second or third team. So you got Georgia, and obviously Michigan, and then Washington. Those are probably the three teams that can win it all. Washington has the least likely chance, just like Oregon would. We're going to be the little pup. We're going to be that little underdog that no one thinks that can hang. But maybe Washington can surprise people. They did today. Maybe Michigan can win it all. I wouldn't be surprised. I actually kind of wouldn't mind Michigan winning it all. I think that would be kind of cool for their program and for Harbaugh. But yeah, well, we dug ourselves too much of in a hole, bro. We're getting down to fucking 20-10. If we could have scored more points and got them 10 in the first half, I mean, we made a big comeback, but not enough. Not enough. Let's go. It just sucks too because it's like the last year of the Pac-12, and we've never had a top two offensive line. We've never had the best center. We've never had a top 10 offense, a top 10 defense. But again, it's a four-quarter game. If we didn't come out so flat, if we didn't come out, with a three and out, right out of the gates. I mean, that kind of dictated the story that was unfolding right in front of our very eyes. And we knew we would make a comeback in the third or fourth quarter, but you had to, do more than what they were going to do. To hold them to zero in the second half was not going to happen. You knew at some point. We were lucky that they didn't get anything in the fucking third quarter, but um, execution is everything. And we did not execute to our best ability. But you know who did? The Washington Huskies. And congratulations to them. They fucking earned it. Undefeated. Right? Both of our losses are to them. It kind of makes me feel like when we played Utah, and then they beat the brakes off of us twice, and then they ended up, being Pac-12 champs. Obviously, playing Ohio State and getting their ass beat, obviously in the Rose Bowl. But still, it's like sometimes you got a team that's just slightly better than you, and sometimes they end up beating you more than once. They beat you in the regular season, and Utah, I knew they were going to beat us, and then they played them again in the Pac-12 championship, and you knew they were going to beat us again. So, but this one felt different. It felt a little different. And even though I'm a Duck fan, I've always said, if you go back and check the receipts, Michael Penix Jr. has been my favorite quarterback to watch this whole season. And sports gods wanted them to be able to see if they can complete the journey. They haven't won a natty or even a split natty since 1991 with the U, right, with Miami. So this would be huge if they could find a way, if they can play Michigan and beat them and then play possibly Georgia. I know a lot of people would not give Washington even a chance, but Michael Penix Jr. is the truth. What is he? Is he Tua 2.0 in the NFC? Is he the Tua? Is he Michael Vick? Is he Steve Young? Is he a little bit less? We don't know, but Michael Penix Jr. is the man. 34-24 Huskies. So it's like, what, we need a touchdown, and then we need an onside kick, and then a field goal, and then go to overtime. So I guess it is technically still possible. We have like a 1% chance, but I mean, it's 1%. Go, Bo, go. There we go. All right, suck this in, Matt. This is the last that we're going to see. I mean, and then obviously when Oregon typically plays a bowl game, we get waxed. So I don't know who we're going to be playing, what starters are going to be playing or not, but we don't have a very good record in bowl games. Nice catch. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. You fucking kidding me? Why couldn't we do that earlier? Jesus Christ. Maybe we do have a chance. Holy shit. Like that? Sports gods have said, Orion, and don't give up yet. All right, fucking A. All right, I won't. Jesus Christ. The game is over. And then one big play. Boom, shakalaka. We're right back in it. I mean, we still got a 1% chance, but that probably improved to about 10% now. Because now there's still time that on the clock where if we can play good defense, we could possibly make it to overtime. We could possibly win the game if they have a blunder on the Huskies offensive side, but we need to get in the end zone now. He's not out there. Not out there. Not out there. Not out there. That's a touchdown. Touchdown, Ducks. Are you kidding me? Huskies fell asleep, and now they – can you imagine if we come back and win this game down by 10 with like 2 minutes to go? Unbelievable. There's hope, baby. Look where we are on the field, the 35-yard line. How is this possible? Lazy-ass defense by the Huskies. Wow. Let's go, Ducks. Three timeouts each for both. So, I mean, there is a chance that we could stop the clock and we score here. This is a touchdown. We play defense. We have all our timeouts. We could get it to overtime or win. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What if we win 38-34? Can you imagine? Wow. We have hope. We have hope. Raising hope, baby. Don't give up. I mean, the chance of that play happening is like literally 1%. Like you're talking literally the sports gods are looking down at me and Matt and saying, fuck, we feel bad for you. Let's give you something to believe. You still may lose, but let's just give you a little bit more hope. And wow, maybe we'll win now because of that momentum shift. Unbelievable. This is what sports is all fucking about, baby. Unbelievable. I mean, when you're on the 35-yard line, I mean, realistically, if you end up getting the touchdown, realistically, in most cases, by the time we actually get to the end zone, right? How much time is left? 30 seconds, and then, it takes time, a little screen pass here, a little slant here, not just a bang play, one play for a touchdown from Holden. That was unbelievable. That was one of the most unbelievable plays I think I've ever seen in my life based off the circumstances right now. Thank God we have timeout still, too. Fucking let's go. Extra point is up. Camden Lewis, and it's good. No onside kick. Absolutely no way onside kick. 2:14. It's not like there's 14 seconds left. There's 2:14. You kick it. Yeah, we went from 1% to 12% now. Can you imagine if we end up getting the miracle pick six and we win the game? Do I need to talk it into existence? I need a Kenny Wheaton pick six from 94, and go all the way. And then the Ducks end up winning the game 38-34, or we end up going 34-34 in overtime and then we win there. Go Ducks. Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, they're not going to be able to run. Not with a fucking 3-point lead. At some point there, because if they run, we're just going to be, if we stop them, timeout, then they're going to have to punt. So they just can't have that mindset. If they had no timeouts left, yeah, run, but they can't do that now. Not with 3 timeouts. Run, timeout, run, timeout, run, timeout. You can stop the clock. Oh my God, what are we doing? Why did we go for an onside kick? Are they stupid? Jesus Christ. Like that? Idiot. Kick it normal right there. Jesus Christ. First down and 10. Let's go. A pick, a fumble. We need stop. There's one timeout. Second down. Me too. I mean, if it was my choice, I would have less on the running backs and the wide receivers and the tight ends and better O-line and defense and special teams. Absolutely. All my friends are like, dude, I can't believe we fucking did that. 3 timeouts, 2 minutes, and you onside kick. Like, what's the common sense in that? Like, honestly, if there's 30 seconds left, a minute 30, but when there's over 2 minutes, right, and you got all your timeouts, what is the point of, like, what are the chances of actually getting the onside kick? Like, what, 5%? Maybe not even that much. Come on, Bo. One more chance. One more chance, Bo. Second down and 7. We cannot give up the first down. Come on now. Let's go, Ducks. Second down and 7. 2:08 left. Hand off to Johnson. Stop him. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Third down and 4. Now, right here at third down and 4, what do? Do you just go for the first down? You go for the big play? Or do you try to make them use that other timeout? What's the strategy here? Because if you end up getting the first down, you win the game, essentially, right? So do you just go for the first down and you go for the pass and you go to Roma Dunzier, or you go to a trick play like you did in that last play in the end zone? Is that what you do? Right? Something, if you run the ball, make sure it's not a first down. But knowing the Huskies, if they get 3 yards here and it's 4th and 1, they probably go for it. They'll probably go for it on the next 2 downs and try to get these 4 yards to win the game, unless they win the game right here. All right, play the game. And they're too far for a field goal right now, bro. They're on the 50. They're not going to kick a 65-yard field goal from right here. I don't know what chart you're looking at, but they're too far right now. Penix, there it is. Game is over. A good decision to go for the pass there. Yeah, they ain't going to make it a 6-point game. They're going to give the ball back to Oregon so Oregon can come up with a Hail Mary play to win by 1. Now, at this point, the game is over. Well, no shit, they're closer after the catch, but when you said, field goal, they were like at the 50. They can't kick no 65-yarder. Flag on the play. Holding on the O-line. And Washington's not going to want to go for a field goal and give Oregon the ball back. That's the last thing they want to do. They want to be able to just bleed the clock out and score no more points. That's the ideal way that you win. You don't score and give them the ball and then have Bo Nix go for a 90-yard touchdown and then we win by 1. That's not what they want. Not looking good for the Ducks. First down and 20, shotgun set. Johnson, good tackle. Final time out there. So potentially the Ducks could get the ball back with what? 30 seconds or less? What a game. If Oregon didn't have 10 points in the first half, we win this game. So you got to give the Huskies the credit that they played so well, in that first half that they were able to hang on, it looks like. But it's not over yet. But I can't even remember the last time the Ducks had only 10 points at half. So, we didn't run the ball well. We started off with a 3 and out. Bucky Irving was a non-factor. If it wasn't for Ferg there at the end of the first half, we would have gotten blown out. So, and it shows you that Oregon by 9.5 on the Vegas line was ridiculous, because it looks like the winner of the game is going to be by 7 points or less, nowhere near being a 9.5 or more. Golly. Come on, Ducks. Miracles. Do you believe in miracles? Shotgun set, halfback toss. Punch the ball out. Third down. It's going to go down to about a minute. So we might get the ball back with 20 seconds left. And then we got to go for like a Hail Mary. Maybe. Unless they end up getting a first down and the game's over then. 100% over. So Dylan Johnson, it's unacceptable. This guy doesn't run like that at all. And it just so happens to run like that against us. But he earned it tonight. MVP for the game is definitely Dylan Johnson. They don't get production from Dylan Johnson. And normally the Huskies running game at times, sometimes is great, sometimes non-existent. And he played like what Bucky Irving was supposed to play like. That's ideally what happened. Well, I think Bo Nix is good enough. He just proved that he could end up giving you a 65, 70-yard touchdown, like a bang play, one play. So Bo is the right guy. It's just how much time is he going to have, if any, to be able to come back. If you're talking about like the most epic comeback right now, it would be, the Ducks punch it out. They pick it up and they scoop and score and then take the lead. But then obviously you'd still have 2 timeouts for Washington. So that would put us at 38-34. And then we just have to pray that they wouldn't score a touchdown with however much time was left. That would be the most epic scenario, or either a pick six or a fumble for a touchdown. That would be the most like insane, like no way moment, Do the sports gods love me and Matt enough to make that happen? For a pick six or a fumble for a touchdown, like literally asking the most that you can ask for in any game? Let's find out. Pick six or a fumble for a touchdown, sports gods, please. 3rd down and 9. Halfback toss. Hit him! Fuck. It's over. First down, Huskies. I guess it was too much to ask. Final score, Huskies 34, Ducks 31. 3-point losses in both of our losses this year, and both to Washington. Congratulations to them. That's how you do it. You end up finding a way, to win against your rival and a tough opponent, and you climb the mountaintop, and you're in the college football playoff. I really wish that was us, but they fucking earned it. And congratulations to them. And remember, Oregon and Washington are joining the Big Ten. No more Michael Penix Jr., no more Bo Nix, but hopefully they'll find someone like Penix Jr. in the transfer portal. Wow. Nice job, Penix. Nice job. Final score, Washington Huskies 34, Oregon Ducks 31. Bo Nix has got the towel in his head, and he is not moving. That's just tough. Again, if we were able to get more offense in the first half than 10 points, we win. We win, but you have to give credit where credit is due. We lost this game, and the Huskies won the game based off their effort, based on how they played. They earned this 100%. Nice job, Michael. I'll be rooting for you, man. Go Ducks, go Huskies. And most Duck fans are, screaming, yelling, swearing, you know. But like I said, you've been a fan of football. I'm a fan of greatness, and it's a tough loss, but that's how it goes, man. That's how the cookie crumbles. And now we got to be able to root for another Pac-12 team, and they're still undefeated. People are not going to, think that they can do it. You know what I mean? But maybe we can have a miracle. Maybe Michael Penix Jr. and the Huskies can make it to the Natty at least, if they can get past like a Michigan, if that's in, because assuming that Georgia wins against Bama, they're one. Michigan beats Iowa 100%. That's two. And then Washington wins. They stay at three, right? And then who's the fourth team? Florida State or Texas. So congratulations to the Huskies. GG. I mean, that's all I got to say. I'm probably gonna handle it much better than most people. So. But Dylan Johnson, that's the MVP right there. If they don't have a very good, effective running game, we normally have the running game with Bucky Irving. It's not, them usually, it's us. But that shows you how close the games can be. But when you get down, 20-3 and then 20-10, and you normally score 40, 50 points a game, you're asking sometimes a little bit too much, from the defense and the O-line after you've gotten yourself in that hole and you couldn't dig yourself out of it. You got really, really close. It was even a miracle to get that 65-yarder from Bo Nix to even make it 3. We should have lost by 10. So, GG, amazing game. And what can you say? Huskies were the better team this year in the regular season. They're obviously at Husky Stadium. And, Michael Penix Jr. is the truth. Shout out to him. Well, I'm going to go take a walk with Paisley Pup. I ain't going to swear, cry, or be negative. I'm good. We got SEC championship with Bama and Georgia tomorrow at 1. I appreciate every single one of y'all for donating, commenting, sharing. Shout out to everyone on Twitter X watching as well. I'm definitely going to be the one handling this the best out of any Oregon Duck fan on planet Earth. That's facts, because I'm not a hater. I keep it 100 no matter what. My favorite team or any other team that's playing. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys. I will be live tomorrow for the SEC Championship, Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. And congratulations to the Washington Huskies. They did it. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.